fellow adventurers, and welcome to Horsemen of the Apocalypse. We are Twitch affiliates and proudly sponsored by VentureSense. Click the link below, check out their amazing products, and while spending time with us in the chat, obey all the rules and listen to your moderators. While watching our stream, you are earning 2 currencies. HotA points are linked to the mini-games in the chat, and you can use them to buy extra raffle tickets when we give away free merchandise. Loyalty points are used for interacting with our show. You can buy inspiration points or health potions for the Dungeon Master or for your favorite player. There are several Twitch commands that you will need to be familiar with in our chat. Refer to the panel below if you forget them, or ask a moderator for help. These commands are how you play our mini-games, enter the giveaways, or request songs for the channel playlist. If you enjoy our content, clicking the follow button will notify you when our channel goes live. Join the HotA family by becoming a subscriber, and you get several benefits. A custom icon, unique emote, increased chances of winning in all mini-games, access to a private chat room, and free song requests. The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned. All right, and we are live. Welcome, everybody, to Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I am your humble Dungeon Master, DM SteelX, and I am once again surrounded by my 4 favorite players.
I'm going to interrupt you real quick, Sean, to look in the chat at Miss Soldier's emote, which makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, that's the group name right there. That's Fish Wings.
That's awesome.
Or Fish Angel. It's Fish Angel. That's what it is.
Equine herpes virus.
EHV.
Yes, after our little interruption, yes. Yes, Sean.
Oh, we're good. So yeah, let's get some introductions. Let them know who you are.
Watch this. Check me out. Check me out. Hold on. Ready?
Yeah.
Bam! I'm gonna drop something real quick. Yeah, that's me. Okay. What's up, everyone? This is Kyle coming out of York, Pennsylvania. But here in a couple moments, I'm going to be dropping into my halfling persona. Everyone's favorite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigans. Finley Shenanigans. That's me. That's what I'm going to be dropping into. But we'll do that here after we introduce everybody else. Pointing over here to my left, stage right. My left, stage right. Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, that works. Hi, everybody. My name is AJ. I'm here in Southern California, and I play Rin and Oran, the High Elf Wizard, the smartest, most beautiful, and dashing of all the party members. I give Finley a run for his money, I'm sure. Or maybe perhaps Finley can't hold a candle to my glorious. But yes. Either way, I'm sure there'll be lots of lovely things to look forward to in today. Blue dillies. Did I inspire a dilly?
I forgot that I have a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel that I can host this on.
Thanks for the host. Welcome. All
right, so we'll go to me. I'm Dylan. I'm going to be playing everyone's favorite old man. He's also a sociopath now. He hasn't had to kill anyone in a long time, so he's kind of losing his touch. But yeah, sad times.
It's a perishable skill. You gotta.
It is. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to just go on
back into character.
I just have to go on a field trip. Be like, yeah, guys, I'll be back this afternoon and go kill go find a camp the bandit clans. # bandit clan for life.
More bandit clans for you.
Welcome.
You get a bandit clan.
Let me just go ahead and sit my drink down real quick. All right, continue. You're
not a sponsor.
No. Hey guys, my name is Connor. I'm going to be playing the half-orc ranger who likes to shoot things with a bow, Urgra Dropper.
Okay. Welcome. All right, so let's get announcements. So. Go ahead and plug the other show on the channel, AJ.
Yes, so we have another show that operates on this channel here on Sunday, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, with me DMing in the game known as Ages Past, where we have 4 players in the world of Forlorn. One of them, who is currently here with us, Connor, who plays Smokey, a half-breed Ganassi Tabaxi. So, yeah, there's lots of fun and excitement there. And, of course, any time you spend with us on Sunday, you accumulate HotA points and loyalty points to spend here on the Tuesday game. So it's a win-win all around. So come on by. We'll see you there.
Awesome.
And if you watch the last episode, you'll see that our DM blue-balled us bad last time.
Well, you blue-balled yourself. I just let you, lay it
It was
out.
bad.
This is a family program, gentlemen. All right.
Well, it's for the adult family. I mean,
It's the adult
I think
family.
last week we had Orgy Rules 101. So.
Yeah, I think we got to what seven rules of orgies.
I'll probably get it anyway.
Awesome.
I'm sure the number is 69, but we only covered 7.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's
You're
a
only
work in
at
progress.
7. You got a long way to go.
Okay, and if you guys are new to the channel, giving us a follow will really help us out. So will subs. Make sure you click the bell icon so you guys get notified when we go live. We also have a Discord channel. We'd love to hear from you guys. We talk about game stuff over there, and we like to get feedback from everybody. And you also accrue 2 currencies. Go ahead and take that away, Dylan.
All right, so when you watch, you get 2 types of currencies. You get HotA points and loyalty points. Use HotA points to play games like the one I'm about to instigate in the chat. There we go. So these are for bragging points, more or less. You can also click on the treasure chests when they pop up on screen and get more. You also get loyalty points, which are a little more helpful for us because it lets you buy us health potions, inspiration points. You can also buy the DM stuff, but we don't talk about that. Nope. Yeah, so
Okay.
If you want to click on the little HotA icon that's in the bottom right of the screen, you can redeem your loyalty points.
Yep. So right now, Finley, Rin, and Urgra have inspiration points bought by you guys. Rin also has a health potion. I have inspiration point and health potion to use on monsters.
Shit.
Yeah, we're standing pretty strong, aren't we?
Alrighty.
Hey, I killed 4 liches last time, guys. We'll be okay.
Speaking of liches, let's get a recap of what happened last week.
Oh. So last time on HotA, first thing is that
Spaz
Rin-
redeemed by crits and inspiration point.
Hey!
Spaz likes you.
Awesome. Thanks, Spaz.
Just waiting to kill me.
But last time, first thing I remember is that Rin had collected a scroll of Dispel Magic from a arcane wizard leader, Master Siphon, and he opened it to discover that, as opposed to being a scroll that traditionally in 5e, a wizard can learn and put it into their spell book after a little bit of time, he realized that this spell was more of a glyph that allowed for a one-time casting, and that was it. Rin was a little peeved, and so he decided to postpone his long rest and immediately go to the office of said wizard, and being unable to persuade him that the spirit of the bargain should be upheld, withdrew and then cast a what's that monster called, AJ?
Gelatinous cube?
The gelatinous cube. We put it in his study for about 50 minutes and had it have a ball or have a cube.
Yeah.
And that was his little retort for that treatment. In the meanwhile, part of the deal to get that scroll was, in fact, for Urgra to get possession of Master Siphon's familiar, Jojo, as well as giving Master Siphon a favor in the future. And Master Siphon said he'd be willing to rescind the deal and took back the scroll, but Urgra has not quite made her decision about whether to keep Jojo or not.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we had a long rest, and we found our old friend Bartho, and we discovered that due to our previous adventuring, we had found the power source to power the simulator, which would allow us to pretty much battle these crazy things from history and imagination. And we asked for something undead. He says, I can do that. And so we gathered all the people in the Candoria to basically make this a big spectacle to boost morale before the Horsemen arrived. And we took on a Lich, and we beat it really quick. And then we had another Lich. We beat that one a little bit slower because our fighter had learned through his abilities. And then we had 3 more. By that point, Finley was dead. And that was a struggle.
I do feel a little guilty for that. I'm going to try to make sure Finley doesn't die next time.
That would be fantastic, Rin. Yeah, that'd be great.
But the end result is
Okay.
we came through using a combination of offensive and just like putting things off. Like, no, you're vanished. No,
Yeah.
you're in a bubble. God damn it, stay there. And eventually, we were able to take care of the liches, and we gained even more renown. And we were rewarded with a magical artifact, a serpent ring.
Mhm.
What did you call these specific artifacts, Sean?
So Rin knows a little bit about them. What have you found out about it, Rin?
Artifacts, ancient power, cannot discern the nature of it until you wear them and attune to them, but when you do, you may only attune to one at a time, and it is stuck to you for life until all charges are spent.
Okay.
Oh,
I can't remember what they're called.
We should test one out.
I mean, yeah. Well, no, Urgra's doing that. Urgra's like concentrating on it.
Urgra did take the ring of the serpent, and she is currently attuning to it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we're going to see how that goes.
And you guys have the Nautilus necklace from before. Who has that
Mm.
one?
It may be in the bag of holding.
I think Finley might have it.
No, I have it. It's in the
You
back
have
of
it.
the thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so no one has attuned to that one either yet?
no one's attuned to that one yet.
Okay.
And that's about all we got to.
So I think there was a little blurb in your manifesto, Rin, about the
Oh, what their
relics.
names are?
Yeah, what do you...
Oh, darn.
Was it in there?
Animus, perhaps. Something animal, I think.
I'm checking.
I think there was...
Go to the index, the index!
I'm scrolling through all these pages. There's so many pages. No. Oh, yes. Transidile relics.
Yes, there you go.
Okay. Well, whatever they are, Urgra's the tuning one, so we're going to see how that goes.
Okay. Okay.
It'll be fine.
Was there
That'll
any
be
other
fine.
information in there about Transidile relics or not?
They have the same symbol on every relic. So that's how you can identify it as one. So you recognize it, because that's the only way you can, because you can't pierce through it. It's from an extinct race known as the Transidiles.
Okay.
I know that.
Okay.
And
Were the Transidiles crocodiles with an alternative lifestyle?
when you're
It's a spectrum.
you will have it prohibits magic from altering the user from the state until the transformation time is expired. Reaching 0 or unconscious will expire it early. It has 3 charges. So basically, no one can get you out of it. Once you're there, you're there.
Right. Okay.
That's it.
All
That's
right.
it.
So we left off with you guys finishing the fight with the liches inside the simulator. The crowd's kind of dispersed. Miss Honey was handing out some of your liquid gold product.
Can we gauge to see how popular that was with the crowd?
Sure. What kind of roll do you want to make?
Insight?
Okay.
Or could I use perception?
Yes.
Just to kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have everyone fucking shit faced there.
Do I hear
21.
cheering?
So everyone tended to absolutely enjoy the beverage. Number one, because it's free. What makes a drink
Yeah.
better?
Yeah.
It being free. But the taste of it is extremely delicious. You guys have tried it yourselves, and everybody is loving it, and they're asking for more. She ran out of the amount that she brought out. So you guys went through a lot. So you made several barrels. So it was a lot of free advertisement that you guys got, which is really good, and people seem to be demanding more. So that is good news.
Good job, Rodriguez.
Oh, no, good job for Rin to say it. Go.
All right, so you walked away victorious. You did lose one party member, but it was simulator, so he's not dead in real life. You have a small trinket for a reward. Bartholomew had left. What would you guys like to do?
Gray, you need to spend some time analyzing this, correct? You just need to spend an hour focusing.
Pretty much, from what I understand. I mean,
All right,
I'm not
well-
planning to do anything too strenuous. I mean,
Right.
walking around is going to stop it.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Okay, so you could walk in there. All right.
Can I DM? I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Out of character, Rin, don't forget you also have that new arcane focus.
Yes, and it's going to take me some days, I assume, is what the
I think-
DMs take me to attune.
It
A
would-
day.
8 days worth of focusing on it. So I mean, you could break it up over different periods, or you can go
Right,
sit down and do it all in one shot. It's up to you.
Oh no, yeah. During downtimes, I'll definitely be analyzing it.
Okay. So Kurtz and Finley will kind of be leading while the two are staring at their objects, trying to get familiar with them until you need their attention. So what would you guys like to do now that you have left the simulator area?
Finley, do you wanna?
Yeah, Kurtz, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you wanna? I need to run an errand. Do you wanna stick with me? We gotta go see Sebastian.
Sure. I mean, that's fine as long as and we look at Urgra and like Rin just walking with their fucking heads down, like running in the tree.
It's
We're
like
basically on our
texting while
phones.
walking. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're on our phones.
Bumping into shit.
No, we're paying attention. Yeah, we're focused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yes.
Right.
I'm gonna go buy a horse.
What?
Oh.
Oh wait, sorry. What? I'm still looking at my object.
And you
What?
see a
what,
man about a
Kurtz?
horse.
I've got
So
to
Urgra and Rin are just doing this. Yeah, a horse. Okay, cool, man.
I've got to see Tabaxi about a horse.
Yeah, Google says that the Clydesdales are really popular right now.
The fuck is Google?
Just watch out for that equestrian herpes virus. I hear it's going around Candoria.
Finley, the expertise on STDs.
Hey, man, you gotta know about these things.
Yeah, I know
All
for you
species.
especially.
That's common knowledge. That is the number
You
one
never
horse
know.
virus.
You never know. Just like to know my rashes when they show up. You know what I mean?
Yes. But that's fine. Kurtz, you do that. We still have a mental link with ourselves for at least about a little less than an hour. So.
Are you all heading to the Nuzzled Fox then, I assume?
Well, we could, I suppose, but I do
I
know
mean,
we
I-
have.
I know I'd like to definitely go there because I had a little bit of time here when I was I died. Remember that part? Yeah, that's you learn a lot from that experience. But I had some ideas, and maybe Rin, you might maybe want to. I could always just buy the book myself, but we have a book on dinosaurs here and trolls. But I had we've been thinking about this with we practice against these liches, these undead characters and things, and necromancies, and if I'm not mistaken here, I mean we know quite a bit about celestial powers and beings and stuff, but not too much in the ways of maybe knowledge of things we can actually turn into. If I'm not mistaken, you wizard and myself can both turn into things pretty highly powerful things, but I'm not too keen on the specifics. I was going to go to the Nuzzled Fox there to perhaps find a book on celestials or some things, perhaps.
Yes, I was curious about that as well, and I had some. I had a plan in mind to try and speed up the process as well. So, but yes,
And just on a side note, I never really pondered about this too much because I don't really get into the shit of it quite often. But when I get kind of blindsided, if you will, and I kind of like hold up my leather armor and I like this isn't really gonna fucking cut it, guys. To be honest, like it's like there's like holes in it and shit from like just getting beaten. My AC is like a fucking 11. Perhaps we could perhaps just find something a little bit sturdier for the end of the week here. Just give me a little extra thickness for closer ranged attacks, perhaps.
Pan to the montage of Finley trying on all these different outfits and full plate mail, and it's too clunky. And
You see, Kurtz is like this, and he's like, no.
And there's a guy in the back.
That's the one.
You gonna
That's
say
the
yes
one.
to this one?
yes, well, we can certainly do some shopping for your armor, I suppose. Finley. I don't think you need us there necessarily, but if you want us there, I suppose we can be.
I mean, that's all right. I'm a big boy. I can figure it out on my own. Kurt sounds like he wants to go get a horse.
I'm
That's
a
not
big
a bad
boy.
idea. I'm a big boy. All right.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's true, Finley. If you're worried about your butt-looking bag, you can always just look in the mirror.
Right. And I'm sure there's people there that can help me with, the side angles and things. But, I mean, let's be honest, boys and girls. I'll look good no matter what I'm wearing here. But I would like to be just a little bit, harder to hit.
I
perhaps.
imagine, Finley, that the most armor I'll ever see you wearing will be a cup. Just a cup.
Codpiece.
Just one big.
If I'm protecting anything, it's definitely going to be that. So at the very least, that's not a bad idea, Rin. The rest of my body will only be so muchly protected. My balls will have an 18 AC there. Yeah. Great.
I'm sure the Kurtz could inquire with the blacksmith that you got this dagger made from. Maybe he might be able to fashion you something made of mithril or adamantine to protect the family jewels.
I do know a guy.
See, there you go.
Does he, do we know if the blacksmith makes armor or just weapons? Anyone know that at all?
Well, in both, I'd assume.
Yeah,
Pretty
both.
much everything.
I think the guy I talked to is just like sort of like the leader of the group, and because he like sort of sent out all the jobs to like people that he like oversaw. So I imagine he'd be able to make armor.
Yes.
All right, and you're saying adamantine or mithril there, Rin. What exactly does that do? I'm not, again, I don't really wear armor, so I'm not really too keen on perhaps what these things are that you speak of, but...
Well, yes, it's just... mithril.
I'm wearing adamantine.
I will, yes. Adamantine's quite sturdy, almost indestructible, near indestructible, but mithril's a little lighter, and it looks a little shinier, but if it's going underneath your pants, then I don't think it really matters either way.
So I'll go over and clink on Kurtz's armor. All right, adamantine. This is kind of nice. I mean, it's a little clunky for my taste. I need to be able to be quick and nimble and still be able to cast, any kind of magic. So maybe the mithril might be the way to go there. I'm not too. I'll figure it out when I get there. But perhaps I could go. You maybe just point me in the right direction, Kurtz, or what?
Sure. Who's closer? Rodriguez.
So you still have the 20% thing too. So if you went with them, you could probably impose that returning customer.
You want to just
discount.
drop me off, Kurtz? Yeah,
I
you
was
just want to drop me off.
gonna go with you.
All right.
Just
While I'm getting fitted, you can go find your horse.
Just be aware, Finley, that every once in a while, if we come across a rather alluring individual, we might hear just a little every time.
That's fine. I like it.
It took me a moment, but I got it.
I like it.
Fucking dick steel tipped.
Don't underestimate the power of the
He's got a very
halfling,
healthy blood flow.
the halfling erection.
It is
That's why we don't get ads on our channel.
All right. So Kurtz and I will go to the blacksmith, and he can drop me off there, and go see a guy about a horse, and then what are you guys doing?
We can head to the Nestled Fox and get a start on some of the research.
Okay.
If you do that, I think I'm actually going to go back to the cave with the Furbee. There was something I wanted to do there for a while. And
Why? Why would you ever go back to a cave?
Because I have the ability to make the plants grow better and thereby make our investment more productive.
Oh, you mean the Furbee caves with the honey in it?
The Furbee cave that I just mentioned, yes, that's the cave.
Right, okay, yeah. I for some reason I thought you meant the troll cave there. I was like, yeah, why would you ever want to go back to that shithole? No, don't go there.
No, then I would have said the troll cave.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the first part. My Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you better. Yeah, there we go.
Well, you see, you can't blame it on Nat 1s there, Finley, so...
Right. All right, we got a bit of a plan here, and yeah. Hey, Rin, while you're there, like I said, if you could maybe perhaps look for celestial kind of books or something, that'd be great.
Yes,
I'm particular to that yellow section, like celestials for dummies. If you could find one of them, that'd be great.
Certainly. I'll scour the shelves.
Okay.
Do I know anything about celestials, DM? Since I speak it.
Speak Celestial. What are you wanting to know, though? You guys haven't really
Yeah.
encountered anything Celestial in the game thus far. What are you wanting to know?
I kind of imagine in my personal quest, like my backstory thing, that I would have done some sort of research into celestials.
Okay.
And sort of like their hierarchy or their workings, and maybe like just breezing over like different kinds.
Okay. So what I'll give you at face value is that there has been spottings of celestial beings. Nobody knows anything for certain, but the rumors would be that maybe it was past priestesses that were in the temple. Maybe have some kind of tie to any kind of angelic or celestial bodies, but nobody knows for sure, and nobody has really taken it upon themselves to find out either.
Yeah. Well, Rin, should you find any texts in the Nuzzled Fox that isn't celestial, be sure to hang on to them. I can decipher it.
All right. I can decipher it as well, but yes, certainly.
Well, look at fucking you.
So give me one thing, man.
I am a
I
wizard.
speak
after
demon.
all. I can comprehend everything.
All right. Ready? Break. Okay, here we go. And I'll follow Kurtz to the blacksmith.
Okay, so you got for your shopping, you can just use the regular store rates, but you can apply the 20% discount if Kurtz is because he's going with you.
I'll go with them and put in a good word.
Okay.
Do let me know where in the player's handbook you find metal cod piece, and how much gold that is.
It's
147.
That's the page or the gold cost?
Yes.
yes,
Yes. Science.
it's science. All right,
You should
Worst
know this
case
since you know
scenario.
everything.
it's military science. Kurtz knows that.
But the horse would have to be purchased through Sebastian, which you already said you wanted to go do.
Yeah.
That's going to be standard rate because you don't have a discount with him.
Well, what I'm gonna do is sell my ever smoking bottle.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay, that is worth
So
what,
proud of you right
1,000
now.
gold?
so proud.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's a gosh darn shame someone doesn't ask Rin to transform something into a horse for you.
He wants a horse. Let him go get his own horse. He doesn't want
I
a
mean,
bum
he can
horse.
totally do it if he wants to spend
A
the money.
horse.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll sell the ever smoking bottle.
And don't forget, Sebastian also offers the trade bar. So if you don't want to carry 1,000 gold pieces,
Mm-hmm.
you can do the trade bar. So with the trade bars, you can get.
Could I buy a horse through him and then get the remainder in trade bars?
Yes. Yes, that'll
Okay.
be fine. So 2 pound silver bars worth 10 gold pieces. 5 pound silver bars worth 25 gold pieces, and a 5 pound gold bar is worth 250. So you can decide
Okay.
what you want.
So that would be 5 pound bars after selling the bottle.
No, it'd be 4.
4. You're right. You're right. And then a war horse is 400 gold.
That's 2 of the bars. Right.
It's-
No.
It would change.
So you have-
Yeah, that would change.
I'll give him 2 of the bars and then take another 100 gold as change instead of another bar.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll leave me with 250 gold and 2 bars.
There you
2
go.
5 pound gold bars. Okay.
What kind of horse you get?
War horse.
Or horse.
Nice.
DM, is it black? Is it white? Is it spotted? Is it tan? Is it brown? Is it gold?
That's a good question, DM.
You're spending that much money, I'll let you pick through the litter. There's different ones to shop from. You can choose the color you want and personality types that would stand out for you and stuff like that.
And I'm sure you're going to get a complimentary saddle and bridle and food for that gold,
You
right?
can get a Budweiser horse.
Fucking Clydesdale war horse. That'd be awesome.
Hell yeah, do it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like the best one I can really find, really. And I imagine with my background of being in, the army, like I would be able to tell what kind of a horse is a good horse.
Mm-hmm. Well, what kind of qualities, attributes would you be looking into? You're spending big money on this, so it's not going to just be a dumb brute. It's gonna be specially trained. It can obey commands even when you're not on saddle.
I think the thing that Kurtz would be most interested in is being able to hold me, like being able to run stable even when I'm not controlling the reins, like if I can control it with the pressure of my knees.
Yep. Okay.
So I can use my sword while on the back of it.
Okay.
And B, it not like being skittish or scared. So if I say, hey, run towards that giant monster, it'll do that.
Yeah, you couldn't it doesn't, speak common, but there's basic commands. Like you could train it to run a direction. Like
more or less, I just don't want it to be like if I tell it to run towards like a pike line, it's going to do it.
Right.
Like without regard for
Yeah.
its safety.
A standard horse wouldn't do that, but a war horse, you could train enough to trust. It's more like, because animals still aren't going to want to obey commands that they know is going to hurt them, but if you condition them to where they trust that you'll do something to intervene, they'll blindly follow it. But if they catch that moment of, oh, they're not actually going to save me, they're going to hesitate.
Mm-hmm.
And with your the thing you're wanting to do with the swing in your arms, there are saddles that you can purchase or have made that have like
Sort of I tie myself into them.
kind of where like your legs will wrap into a part, so you can grip better with your legs, so you don't have to be holding up top.
Yeah.
Just do those kegels, man.
Yeah, it's like the saddle has almost like this weird kind of like
Just sit on the saddle
high
knob and you're
seat.
good.
It's like a high seat protector, so it's like you got these little extra bits at the top, so your legs
Right.
they don't jostle out.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, where are you going? Are you planning on keeping the horse when you're not going to be utilizing it, like in town?
Yeah.
Ivan has stables, doesn't he?
Yes. So he's actually in the process. I mean, you're going to be asking about this, so we're just going to kind of fast track it. So he's actually in the process of moving all of the Kandori's horses to be around the same area as the Stag pin area.
Okay.
I think
I
that
would.
just, yeah, go ahead.
I'd prefer it be in the city.
You can request to have yours kept, wherever you want.
I would try to find a runner, and request or ask Ivan if I could keep my horse within his walls just for that extra layer of protection for it.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Thieves and stuff like that. So if ever needed, I can either send a runner or just quickly dash over there and grab it myself.
Yeah, for a commoner that would be absolutely forbidden, but for adventuring heroes, and especially with the rapport you guys have made with them, that would not be a big deal.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
Okay.
Now I gotta fucking think of a name for this horse.
Well, it's a horse, of course.
You guys still need to come up with a team name. I don't think you're gonna come up with a horse name anytime soon.
Hey, if we're the regulators, I'm the only one that can mount up, alright?
I got a stag. Well, I haven't really talked to or trained or anything to be a mount, so that'll be fine. That'll work out well.
You have an acquaintance who is a stag.
Yep, that's it. He knows who I am, and that's about it. Hey, we got him laid, dude. That's got to count for something.
I think it will.
That's worth a piggyback or two.
I mean, I like this association of we. Yeah, we did all this.
Finley can fit on my horse.
True.
We can be like
I was
the
waiting
ultimate,
for not the horse to be at the last part of that sentence, but yes.
We can be the ultimate master blaster on that horse.
I'm down. So I here's a little quinky dink. So when I do my transformation spell, it lets me be proficient in all armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
But until I cast that spell, I would not be proficient in the armor that I'm wearing. So how exactly does that work? Because, like, technically you can or cannot cast a spell while wearing armor that you're not proficient in, right?
Right.
Yep.
All right. So even though when I'm in the spell, I could wear any armor, I can't wear armor beforehand to cast a damn spell.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's fucking stupid. All right. Anyway, so
I mean,
so I can get studded leather, which is at least a 12, because right now my AC is 11.
Yeah.
But when I cast that spell, I can at least use shield, so I can buy a shield, so I can buy some studded leather and a shield, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just beat someone to death with the shield, too.
And I really don't, yeah, right. Well, because then I can use fucking anything at that point to hit people with.
Mhm.
Well, technically, you could use the shield as an improvised weapon, which you are proficient in because of your tavern brawler.
Right. So yeah, I can. So I'm gonna Captain America this shit, guys. That's what
That's what I was thinking.
So, DM. I guess I don't really need Mithril because Mithril is for
Blocking.
stealth.
Well, oh, that's for no. Mithril's for Well, that would get around your armor proficiency if you could find it. Like, if you could find, like, chainmail that is mithril, you would be able to wear it and it wouldn't affect your spells, because it doesn't require proficiency.
Yeah.
So I could wear a chain shirt, but I couldn't wear scale or breastplate?
You could wear a mithril specifically.
So if I got mithril scale mail, we'd be good?
If you could find it.
No, that's heavy, so then it would drop to something else, I think.
I don't...
It's medium.
Well, you only have proficiency with light as a bard.
Let's see.
Just set it low, that's it. That's all I can do.
Yeah, set it is. Just go
Okay.
and set it.
Alright. Yeah, because my dex is a 0, so it doesn't matter what I pick.
God bless you.
Yeah, right? So, DM, not to waste too much time or anything, but so I would like to go get some studded leather. It's 45 gold. And a shield, which is 10 gold.
Mhm.
And just for the sake of studded leather and trying to keep with this Captain America side of things, I would really... Can I find some studded leather that has a little bit of flair to it? Because Finley Shenanigan doesn't just wear regular fucking bullshit studded leather. Like, the studs need to be in a pattern or something, or like I can have like a hood that I can put on. It doesn't do anything, but it's like, you know, really cool Captain America style. Or I need a really cool fucking shield, man, like with my face on it, a penis or something. I don't know. Just I need some studded leather and a shield. Take it away.
Okay, so you get the 20% discount, but there is going to be a customization fees. So
Right, yeah, that's fine.
So those fees would bring it back up to just the normal price, probably.
Cool, that's fine.
And then it'll probably take, about a day or so for them to, move where the studs are and stuff like that.
Yep, okay. That's fine.
Okay.
So if it just straight up regular pricing then?
Sure.
20%.
Well, I'm getting custom work done. I'm getting the hood and I'm getting.
Hey, you still get that discount.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, with the discount and then the customization on top of it, it would bring it to the normal price.
Okay.
All right, cool. I think I'm good on that for right now. That's all I really needed.
Okay. So Kurtz is good. Finley's good.
You can do Urker in the cave, because, I'll be doing where everyone rendezvous eventually.
Okay. Okay. So you're just wanting to wander over there and then just work your magic on the flowers?
Yeah, so as she's wandering, by the time she gets there, another idea of why she was sort of going off on her own is because she doesn't know what this thing will do to her when she attunes to it. So after the hour passes, does anything strange happen?
Oh, with the ring?
Yeah.
It would take a while to walk to the cave, so you might have attuned by then, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a secondary question when Urger's done, but continue. You're good.
Okay. So you're trying to find out something else separate, additional to it, or just seeing what it does?
I don't. Well, AJ said something about a transformation, so I'm like, do I suddenly grow a really long neck or anything, or?
No. So when you have to willfully activate it, and when you do that, that's when you transform. So you're not
but
sure.
now you know the properties once you've attuned to it.
Right. You're not sure exactly what form you're going to take or what abilities. You'll learn that once you do that first transformation. So you feel after you have tuned it and you're wearing it, you can feel the ancient power of the Transdials, are what is the remnants in this relic. You don't know anything about them yet, but they are... let's see, I can't tell you that because you don't know it. Yeah, so once you use it or find out more information, I can give you more about it. But this definitely doesn't seem like your grandma's hand-me-down magical item. This is definitely an ancient, very powerful thing. You don't know if you're going to become super powerful with it or just the arcanic nature of the magic is just really powerful. You're not sure.
Okay, and do I know how long the transformation will last?
Okay, let me see here.
Just from attuning to it, I may not. I'm not going to activate it now.
Right.
Because I think I know that it has 3 charges, period.
Yeah, it does have 3. Yeah. I'll let you, since you're attuned, you know a little bit about it. You're thinking it's going to last about an hour.
Okay.
And no magic is able to undo this, and you don't know of any way to make that one, like, the effects last less than an hour.
Sure. Okay. So as she just like is contemplating to herself, she's like nods herself, and she arrives at the Furbee cave.
Okay.
And she's been thinking for a while, like, so the spell is plant growth, and there's two options. One is you cast immediately and everything grows like super lush, and then just carries on normally, versus casting it for 8 hours, and for the next year everything is just like super growth.
Mm-hmm.
And she's considering, and she's thinking, well, there's a real possibility that this place is going to be destroyed in 3 days. Let's just pick one. And so she just does the instant casting of plant growth on the mushrooms or plants, or I forget what they're called, the things that the Furbies use for nectar.
Yeah, they're like these big
They're
lilies that hang from the top that look like umbrellas, chandelier.
And I do
kind
it
of.
at a distance because I know those things have nasty pollen.
Yeah, they do have nasty pollen. So the area that she went into, where the bees were to the right. So when you go into that familiar cave, you go to the left direction, and that'll bring you to where the Furbies are. And so when you walk in there, you just see hundreds and hundreds of these little cute Furbies. They're just scurrying around everywhere. There is nectar spread everywhere, not just for the flowers and where they are. It's kind of on the floors, on the walls, on most surfaces. So you take your time, being very careful, but you eventually can get in there and you can apply your magic to them, and it's going to cause them to grow bigger.
Mm-hmm. And she gives herself a nod and gives Jojo a little scritch, and she's going to walk back towards the nuzzled fox.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So I know that Urgra's gone for a little while. I don't know how long everyone's gone for, but Rin will go to the Nestled Fox first, prior to anyone being there. Is Irub in the actual bookstore this time?
Yes, he is.
Okay. All right. So I will just quickly walk in, make sure no one really is. Is it really populated? A lot of people in, or is it just kind of quiet?
Yeah, it's just quiet. So there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just kind of look
Just
for
you.
the big guy, and then eventually kind of greet him with a, "Hello again, Irub. Hello." Over here.
Oh, Rin, great to see you. Come on in. How are you, my
Yeah.
friend?
Oh, just fine. I was hoping to peruse your shelves a bit. Is that all right?
Absolutely. I've been hoping you've come back. Yes, come on in.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to have a little bit of a helping hand to do this, make it a little faster. You don't mind, do you?
Of course. He kind of looks around, makes sure no one's like, of course, magic. You know that I am a magic user as well. I don't have a problem with it at all.
Oh, excellent, thank you. And I begin, because of course, me being a stupidly high-level wizard, this costs me nothing. So I just begin to snap Unseen Servants into existence every 6 seconds. And the first one I just go, find a book on Celestials, find a book on dragons if you can, find a book on magic runes, especially dispel magic, find anything you can about beasts and other creatures out here, find anything you can about the Horsemen, go, 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 and I'll have them do repeats. So I'm just literally sending an army of Unseen Servants just going out into the bookshelves to scour for me, whatever they find to bring back to me for me to look at and go either no, yes, no, yes.
Okay.
Just look at. So as they're gathering the stacks for me, I'll just kind of lean into Ira and go, so Irab, any interesting books that you have, and maybe that might be really intriguing that I might enjoy?
As a matter of fact, Rin, I have ran into a troubling a book that I did want to show you. Do you mind if we go in the back where it's more private?
Oh, sure. I'm sure they could find me in your back room. Sure.
Okay, so he'll bring you to this area, and this doorway is this monster door. I'm gonna bring you to this room, and he will go in this chest that takes 3 keys, and he pulls out this large key ring with tons and tons of keys, and he puts all 3 in, and he opens it up, and he'll hold it out, and he'll look at you. Now, I trust that you can keep a secret, Rin. Am I correct on this assumption?
That is a very accurate assumption, yes.
So I haven't been able to gather anything from this book. It's in a language I've never seen before, and I was hoping you could tell me something about it. And he'll hand it out to you, and it looks like a personal journal or something.
Oh, certainly, thank you. Right, so give me a moment, and I just quickly That's fine. Just to burn the spell slot, and I do comprehend languages.
Okay.
And I start
So,
to.
as you do the comprehend language, there's only a few parts that you're actually able to comprehend. The majority of the book is written in a magical cipher that you kind of have ran into before. So all that cipher stuff, you're actually not magically able to decode at all, but you are able to pick up little bits here and there in the book.
Damn it all. I know this to some degree. All right, from the little bits I can discern, what can I piece together?
Let's see here. So what you can piece together, the journal is from what you would assume as a zealot. Who was part of some kind of underground organization that participated in top secret affairs, and he recorded some of his dealings within the organization. As far as the details and all the secret stuff, none of it is... It's all written in the cipher, so you weren't able to gather any of that information.
Oh, not me, but I'm waiting because I know Finley can.
And then... Let's see... So he actually have to use... there is a part that is not written in the cipher that talks about a location to a hidden entrance.
Fucking cave, guys.
All right. With my telepathic bond still in place, I'll just quickly relay it out to everyone with the general radio Rin coming in. So Irub has another book here at his shop, similar to the one that we saw from the cult back at Lilash's hometown with the mayor. That one, where you eventually then found the other copybook, Finley, that you were able to show as evidence to prove her innocence as she began to decipher everything. Do you remember that, Finley?
Right. Back in my lawyering days, yes. At Finley Shenanigan Attorney at Law. Yes, right.
I forgot.
I definitely remember. Right. Mm-hmm.
Is what's his face still alive?
No, the mayor's he passed, but
no, because I was supposed to be at his execution.
Kane?
Yeah.
I think he's still alive, Kurtz. They just took him away there. She slammed that staff down and take him away.
Yeah, Caldevar and I had an agreement that I could be at his execution.
Oh.
Because I wanted to kill him.
Well, I do know that I remember Lilash, as part of her penance, she would translate the writings. So, but I don't know if you had a bit of a cipher with your other book there, or if she was the one who translated it for you.
She kind of read it right there on the spot. I mean, I could certainly take a moment to try to figure it out, but I'd have to see.
We might need Lilash then, I guess, if we want to directly translate it. I don't necessarily know the exact words, but I do have a bit of understanding that there is some location described in this book somewhere nearby, something maybe perhaps inside of it, or a storage, a safe house. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're able to figure out where this location in the woods is. You don't know exactly what to look for, but what you can kind of gather is that it's some kind of magical doorway frame that's disguised. I'm giving this information because it's going to be very similar to your mansion doorway. So You're very familiar with what that kind of thing would entail.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it's not a fucking cave, is it, or anything, Rin?
No, it's a pocket dimension.
Oh.
That sounds like a magical cave.
Right, yeah, interdimensional cave. It's still a fucking cave, so it doesn't say anything about... I'll take a gander at it here. I'm trying on some leathers here. I'm trying to get some new armor, Rin.
Did you find your codpiece?
What's that?
Did you find your codpiece?
No, not yet. I figured I'd save that for last. I'm still just trying to I'm kind of working my way down, as I have no pants on, just the top leather, just to see how it all looks together. Yeah, you can't see that though.
No, I can't. All right, that's fine. I sent the unseen servants out to scour the books for celestial information as well as
good.
And other mythological creatures that might exist. Oh, by the way, Irub.
Yeah, yes, Rin.
I was also curious, do you happen to have any books about the tales of the knights and the dragons?
There might be. I'd have to look. I don't have every book memorized, Rin. There's quite a few.
Oh, that's
in
fine.
here.
I figured maybe perhaps you might know. I figured inquire rather than just send more unseen servants to look for it, but that's all right. Yes, well, you'll go. I need you to find any book that might have any relevance to the knights and the what were they? It was the epic tale of knights and dragons. Something about either Sir Roland or Sir Warren, Sir Gervis, either or. Look around, see what you can find.
Okay.
Off you go. You do help them out.
So, Rin, as you look at this journal, were you able to figure anything out?
Well, I recognize the writing and the cipher used in the actual.
Oh, good. So
book.
you can read it.
As much as any person could barely read a scant amount. I don't know the full translation, but I do know someone who does, or who at least has the ability to translate it perfectly. But I do know at least there is something recorded here about a location, a magical doorway of sorts, which I could investigate if perhaps we are not able to get more information from our source.
Yeah, I would prefer to hold on to the book, but I think you should definitely check out this location and see what it is. There might be some secrets that we can get our hands on, if you know what I mean.
Well, yes, I mean, I can understand fair share, and I hand him the book. But how exactly does one want to split the profit in that adventure? Because there'll be a lot of risk for us to go into an unknown magical door.
Well, any spoils that you could find, Rin, you're the one taking the risk. I just want the information.
Oh, well, I'm in for information as well, so that's fine. I don't mind sharing. I believe all knowledge is worth sharing, and the better we are all educated, the better the world will be. Unlike the current limitations that are put on us by the Revenants, as you and I well, we know.
We share the same worldview on this, Rin. This is why I believed you were the best one to show this journal
Thank
to.
you. Speaking of mutual ideologies here, I'm curious if maybe there's a way to perhaps liberate more knowledge for people of our nature. The magically inclined, but not so magically well accepted.
Go on.
Well, I need to get some more knowledge about the magical, incantations and spells that exist that the Revenants like to keep behind closed doors. Now, I was wondering, do you happen to know where I might either procure, perhaps, a student's spellbook or a master's spellbook to borrow momentarily to then copy?
I don't have any here in my store. Let me think for a moment. And he'll kind of scratch his chin and flip through some notes and do some thinking. And Rin, I've been wanting myself to get my hands on some books, but the Revenants are very difficult to infiltrate, and they keep very tight lips on their magical secrets. I try to learn what I can, but I have not figured out a way to acquire the thing that you're looking for yet myself.
Well, I know that there are ways. It's not impossible, so don't give up hope yet. And I just kind of pull out my manifesto and I quickly flip to the back and I show him a bit of some of the spells I've already copied.
Okay.
So it's doable. I already have some here. But if I can get more, all the better for us.
Yes.
Do you know where perhaps the Master Cyphus's personal lodgings are located?
I don't actually. I'm not. As I told you before, I don't make my magical use common knowledge. I try to keep it a secret for my own personal reasons, Rin.
Oh yes, I know.
So, as far as I know, none of them know what I'm capable of doing, and I would like to keep it that way. I'm sure you understand, Rin.
Oh no, that's absolutely fine. I won't be divulging your secret as much as I believe you wouldn't divulge mine.
That's fair.
Yes. I figured I would just share the burden of secrecy with both of us. So I have something on you, you have something on me, therefore you should feel more assured that we have nothing to hide. And anything you might find, please, by all means, I would love to know.
Yes, two minds make difficult tasks easier, and I don't mind sharing them with you, Rin. Likewise, whatever you find out about the secret organization, I fear the worst, and I would like to get ahead of any impending doom or problems that there may arise at their hands.
Wouldn't we all, as I kind of take his hand and go, wouldn't we all? Trust me, I'm having much of a problem with this, but no one listens. Either way, though.
So your little hand just dwarfs in the size of his massive hand as you're just patting on it.
Okay, so Rin's just like, oh, I'll pat this big hand, look down. Okay, good, great, nice. You know what they say about big hands?
Big gloves.
Big gloves. But yes, I'll perhaps, at least in the meantime, wait to see what my servants uncover, and if you don't mind, eventually my companions will join us once they're done with their chores.
Of course.
How's everyone doing, by the way?
Okay, so you three can make your way to the bookstore at this time if that's where you're headed.
I bought a big ass horse.
Time out. I gotta do a mini little baby rewind here. Okay. And if there is any, great. If not, we'll just keep it the way it is. And I'm only asking this because I gotta be quite frank. It's literally in the fucking name, and I thought of it once my mini turn was over. All right. Is there any place in fucking Candoria that sells glamored studded leather armor?
Oh my god.
What
does that even mean?
Yeah, where are you going with it?
It's a magical item that basically, it's leather armor, but it's enchanted so the wearer can choose what it looks like at any time.
Oh.
It is a rare magical item from the DM's handbook.
Mm-hmm,
What is the price in the DM book for it?
They don't.
Well, it depends on what you want it to be. It starts at 500 and goes up from there.
How much gold do you have?
Well, that's another thing is I have a wand of web, which is an uncommon item that I could throw into the mix and just bankrupt myself.
How much?
That's if I could do it, great. If I can't, it's not a big deal.
Oh no, I got 1,000 for my ever smoking bottle.
Yeah, I told you guys you could sell those items if it's more beneficial to sell to buy something else that you wanted. Is there a gold amount for the item you're wanting to sell?
I'm looking.
The wand of web is uncommon and the glamored is a rare. So the web is below leather.
Yeah.
But
If I remember, there's a max
gold
value basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like rare can go from anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 gold, and I think uncommon can go up to the 1,000 bracket. But then
you may be able to just buy the leather armor as well, and then we might be able to find someone who could enchant it for you for cheaper than the whole
Whatever way steamrolls that process. If
that might take you a while for that to happen.
If you sell your wand and use the rest of the gold, we'll just call that break-even point what you would need for the glamour piece that you want instead.
Okay. Now, with that being said,
if that's what you want,
would I still have enough for my shield and the other thing that I already wanted to buy before? That's going to be done at the end.
You'd be flat broke though.
So I am totally cool with if I get glamored studded leather armor, a shield, and the thing that I wanted to get, and I will just take my wand of web and just zero balance my checking account.
Yep,
Boom!
let's do that.
Awesome. That's fucking sweet. The DM is merciful and amazing.
Yeah, very merciful.
I'm about to try.
I got 227. It's not bad. I'm just gonna fucking blank check it here.
All right, so you're at 0, and those things will be ready within the day.
Sweet.
Okay.
0. Jesus.
I'll give you 1 copper left.
1 copper.
Yes. So Kurtz, you have a horse, and you're riding it over here. Finley, you're decked out, or at least you're squared away.
Yeah, dude. I feel fucking great now. Yeah.
And Urgra, are you coming back now? Are you halfway there? Where are you at?
Oh!
It'll probably take longer than everyone else, but DM, if you want me to be there, I'll be there.
Yeah, we can fast track it. It's fine.
Oh, and DM also just to help out with this.
You'll be out of breath though.
Oh,
Yeah. Get the little 5-pound weights like the old ladies who go for a you know.
yeah, Jojo's doing it on my shoulder.
Power walking.
Yeah. The buns are getting the exercise.
Just to help out with the funds of this. Did I ever figure out if the ruby from the koi chest was that magical or anything? Or was that just a ruby?
Oh, I think it was just a ruby.
Okay, I will nix that into that amount too. Like I'll scratch it off my inventory.
Okay.
That helps with the
Yeah,
pricing.
let's see what the rubies are worth.
A couple hundred.
I'm just curious here.
While we're figuring that out, Kurtz will contact Rin. Rin, you do realize that there's one other person that can decipher that book.
Yes, I was hoping to eventually maybe perhaps contact Lilash, but I know she's out of reach necessarily for us to meet her in person, but there are other ways I can try to, well.
I don't mean Lilash.
He's referring to Kane since he isn't dead yet.
Well, I mean, do you think there's any way for you to be able to see either of the two?
I think it'd be easier to see Kane than Lilash. Kane's merely being held prisoner, and, well, Caldevar and I have come to a tentative understanding as of late.
And what makes you think he'll help you?
I can be very persuasive.
Well, yes, but he's facing death, so I don't think there's much that you can offer him.
I can offer him a quick death.
I don't think
Or
he has...
perhaps for deciphering the rest of this this journal here, it could be a lessened sentence, maybe not dying. That's usually a pretty good, not bad sentence to take out.
Sure, we can lie to him.
He is lying.
Oh,
yeah.
well, yeah, I was going to say that's going to be down to who, what? Oh, yes, the almighty...
Ladies and gentlemen, our heroes.
So, if you feel like you
No,
can
it's fine.
convince Savaria to be, you know, to change her mind.
Oh, he's dying one way or another, but if he wants to feel like he's going to get out of the situation and help us, then he'll be of use at least before he dies.
Be able to translate it, and we only have a few days before the Horseman arrives.
He knows the cipher.
Though
be-
at this...
Lilash was able to read it just like common text during the trial.
Though, yes, you can try, I suppose. I don't even know if they'll let
Did
you
you see what Caleb put in the chat?
Yeah, I did. But you know what? You know what, Lilash? You were rude as fuck last time we talked. So I'm gonna go see Kane, and I'm gonna take a few fingers.
Well, on top of that too, there, when it came to the book, we were only able to open it in the first place, let alone read it, is because we were in
well,
non-magical bubble there. So,
the book was open, Finley. I was able to open it.
okay, right. Well, I don't know exactly all the ins and outs. All I know is that we are in the magical, non-magical sphere. So it not only opened, but she could read it. So I don't know if it's not just opening it. Perhaps maybe being in a non-magical bubble allows you to read it too. Perhaps maybe the cipher itself in being magical is that you can't read it either.
Listen, he doesn't need ears, fingers, or lips to read. So one way or another, we can find out if he can read it or not.
Yes, because the cipher isn't magical in nature. It's just that it's written as a cipher. I can try my best to. I can try to discern it if the DM will let me just stare at it and see if I can have an epiphany. You know?
I'm gonna go cut off a guy's fingers. You guys are welcome to come along.
Connor just I see the
All right,
gray hair
so-
starting to form.
I definitely want to try to read this book, right? Is that what we're going for here? I mean, this sounds pretty important to us, or is this a wild goose chase, just running around trying to find?
Rin knows where the location is. I mean,
Yes.
obviously, getting more prepared, perhaps knowing what we will find there would be better. But again, we only have a certain number of days, and I mean, I suppose it won't take very long for you to see Caldevar and see if he's even willing to assist you in this matter.
Worst case scenario, he doesn't let me see Kane, and we go there unprepared.
Well, why don't you take a side detour on your stallion or mare, whichever you picked, and go and see if it's all right, if you can interrogate.
It big. That's all I know.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's down to you. I don't know if you got a mirror styling. You tell me.
Oh, good point.
And is it gilded if it's a...
I'm assuming that will also affect the name, but you know.
No, it's just named Aaron, one of those neutral names.
Oh.
Is it
Oh no!
Aaron or
no.
Aaron?
It'll be.
It's Timmy 2.0.
It'll be. Oh, fuck off.
Oh.
Damn.
Tiny
It'll
Tim,
be
that's his
too
massive-
soon. Too soon. All right.
Tiny Tim.
Too soon.
It'll be a gray dappled mare
Okay.
called Gale.
Not bad. Not bad.
Gale as in a storm or heavy wind.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love how he
Thank
defines
you.
it.
I like it.
Not Gale, the nosy neighbor, but Gale, the elemental
Yes.
force of fury.
Yes. Yeah, so I guess is that the plan? I'll go see Caldivar and see if he'll grant me an audience / torture session with Kane.
Yes.
And if he says no, we just go and deal with this. Because, I mean, the Cult of Chaos is an issue, to be honest, that I forgot about out of character.
Well, plan B is we could always try to have. Wow. Right off the tip of the tongue there.
Siphon.
Nope.
Okay.
Starts with the. What's her face? Ah, boy.
Tavaria?
Violet?
Violet?
Not Lilash. That's the one. There it is. Yep. You can have her read it.
We aren't allowed to talk to Lilash.
Well, I'm just saying plan B could be that. If we can't talk to Kane, plan A. If we can't
Listen,
talk to Kane, if we can't,
Finley,
oh, wow. If we
Finley,
talk
you
to
can't
Lilash,
go running back to your ex. All right? It's not healthy.
No. Never took it that far, Kurtz. You know, it was a very professional relationship there, but not. Anyway, that's besides the point, Kurtz. We're getting off topic here. The plan A, Kane. Plan B, Lilash. Plan C, go to the fucking thing and see what we can find.
Yes.
Alright, well, to try and make this quicker, I suppose Kurtz can go try to talk to Caldivar, and I suppose we would need to talk to Tavaria?
Probably
I don't know who
not.
else we would talk to, for that matter.
I think Caldivar would suffice. Kane's just a criminal. I mean,
Perhaps Caldivar would be able to provide access to either or, so we can just kill two birds with one stone.
maybe.
Kill Kane and Lilash at the same time. Two birds.
Yeah, right.
Kill Kane and Lilash at the same time.
Alright, let's go.
Bring peace to the country.
Hooks to men's hearts. That's great.
Ride, Gale! And I'll spur my horse and ride towards Caldivar.
Okay. All right.
Oh shit! That's right. He got a horse. Look at him go. Oh, there.
We need coconuts for the sound effects. All right. Well, we can either RP this out, but I'll just let you know that he's not going to grant you an audience with Kane. But if there's other things you want to find out, we can RP it out if you want.
Fuck. Just no.
Can I check on Aaron?
Sure.
How's Aaron doing?
So let's see, because we're trying to fast track things. So
We're good.
he's learning really quickly. Caldivar has been keeping an eye on him. He's been super hard on him, like never letting him lax on standards, or like he's holding him, higher standards than everyone else. He's been doing really, really well, but it's really, really hard. But like the good hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's good for him. The moth trying to break out of a cocoon. The struggle is real, but you gotta build up those muscles. If that makes sense. So yeah, he's doing well. Not necessarily enjoying his time, but it's good for him.
Yeah, I'll sort of check in on him, give him news about the rest of the orphans, tell him, everything's going great. Most of them have jobs, the meadery with Miss Honey is taking off, so on and so forth. Offer him a few words of encouragement, give him a few pointers.
Okay.
Is he doing any sort of combat yet?
He's begun to do it. It's been a lot of breaking down physically before the building up stuff. So, he's looking he's looking like he's in much better shape, just physically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye out on in the future for what his weapon of choice will be.
Ooh, okay. So he's...
Are they allowed to choose?
Yeah, so they can. It's just whatever they're best at, whatever will
Yeah.
make them a more effective, guard.
Yeah.
He seems to be, he's still learning, he's still figuring out what he wants to do. But he's favoring, like, polearm stuff or, like, long reach weaponry.
Okay. Good to know. No, I'll just sort of... I'll give him, like, a fatherly hug.
Okay.
Wish him the best and get back to work.
Okay. Give him a good game, pat on the butt, and...
I'll give him a fucking hug.
Okay.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, he's doing good. Is there anything else that you wish to do?
Guys, so Kane's off the table.
Really? What a surprise. All right.
Well, that was plan A, right? We talked about plan B.
I'll ask about Lilash while I'm there.
Oh, okay.
If she can help us decipher it.
Yeah, okay, so... Can't completely fast track this one, but we don't have to go into full-blown RP. What exactly are you wanting to say that you're trying to do?
How open do you guys want me to be with this?
To what?
But
Be Kurtz, just be Kurtz, man. Whatever Kurtz would say.
Point. What the fuck do I care? But so Caldivar, you remember the Cult of Chaos and Lilash and Kane and that whole debacle that we went through?
Yes, yes, it's a terrifying reality that has come to face the temple.
How so?
Well, they oppose everything that we stand for. All things good. They are the polar evil.
Have you dealt with them since?
There has been, and he'll kind of look around and he'll pull you, privately, privately to the side. I trust you, Kurtz, and I'll tell you some, but I can't tell you all. There has been Cult of Chaos movements that have sprouted up. We have, as soon as we have caught word of them, we have reacted very quickly and very stealthily and made sure that there was no evidence of the COC's doings. But they have been outspoken about trying to tear down everything the temple stands for.
What's the nature of their attacks?
Guerrilla warfare, taking out, supporting things, and they never go for the head of the snake. It's more like nipping little bits off the tail, and they always seem to be 2 steps ahead of anything that we try to do to thwart. It seems like any intel that we can gather about them actually misleads us to the wrong direction, and they strike where we're vulnerable.
All right,
But I must stress to you, Kurtz, that no one, and I mean no one, not even your friends, can know about this.
Of course. Now, Caldivar, maybe I know something that may help you. Maybe you can help me in return.
I will do what I can. I can't
No,
unconditionally
Caldivar.
promise things.
Your oath is to keeping the peace and the order of the temple. Your oath is not to any one person. We've talked about this. I can help you, but I need a guarantee that one day you will help me in return.
Any ways that I can help you, Kurtz, I will, as long as it does not violate any of the oaths I have taken.
Fine. We found a journal that leads to one of the Cult of Chaos's storehouses or strongholds or something of that nature. We haven't been able to decipher it, which is why I wanted to speak with Kane.
Yeah, admittance to see Kane is forbidden. He's
Understandable. My friends and I are going to assault this stronghold. Now, maybe I pass you some information of what we find afterwards. Maybe I even try to capture one of these men or women and bring them to you.
Ooh, okay. So he'll be really intrigued at that last point. He will caution you. You see, you guys are, determined to go, so he's not going to try to thwart you away from it. He's going to caution you to be very careful. But yeah, the idea of they've never been able to necessarily capture anybody from the COC. So if you were able to bring him, that very much would intrigue him.
Here's what I want, Caldivar. You know that mural we talked about? You, me, Tavaria, and Urgra?
No, I forgot. You're going to have to remind me.
The mural that I'm looking for. That's my backstory tie-in.
Oh. He wouldn't know about that.
We talked about it openly when he was in the room, me and Tavaria.
I swear I don't remember that either.
I don't remember that. And just to give you a little help here, I would be careful about sharing.
Well, the only reason I brought it up is because we talked about it.
Do either of you two remember that?
Talked about what?
I don't remember that, and I try to keep pretty good tabs on the backstory stuff.
It was during that long conversation between me and Tavaria when we first granted audience. I told her that I knew something, and then she got really pissed off and was
I don't
like...
think you mentioned the word mural, though. You did definitely mention that you had knowledge.
Yeah, I don't think you actually said specific. Maybe you intended that in the conversation, but that wasn't received that way, so I'd be careful about what you say.
In that case...
But you can say whatever you want. I'm not telling you.
Yeah, no.
I don't remember anything about a mural, though.
Let's just say, in the future, Caldivar, you owe me.
Well, if you can bring me a captive from the COC carts, I would definitely agree I owe you.
Fantastic. Then we have a deal.
All right. Is there anything else he can help you with?
Nope.
Or that you wanted to talk about?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So everyone else in the library. So what specific books are you looking for? I mean, you said generic ones, but like.
Oh yeah, Rin is he's basically telling them to basically act like a Google search.
Mm-hmm.
So he's typed in keywords and basically said, if you see any books with these keywords, bring them to my attention.
Right.
And the keywords that he was looking for were Knights and Dragons, for the epic Knights and Dragons. And he said names. He said like Sir Gervis.
Okay, that part will come up negative. What else?
Okay. Questions about mythological creatures, especially those of either celestial or ancient or mythological, all those kinds of things.
Okay. So you'll find lore stuff about different religious views on the afterlife things, like the good and evil sides, that the different levels of hell, and so you'll find things about demons, devils, imps, and angelic beings and stuff like that. But this is going to be more of the lore fantasy stuff, not necessarily eyewitness things.
Right. No detailed accounts that we could build anything off of.
No, nothing that would.
Okay. All right. And I know the yellow books aren't existing for them.
No. Nope.
Yeah. All right. So that he's looking for that, and I think it's Finley specifically asked him to look for that, and he's like, anything? And then he'll also just be looking for anything that might be related to, or see if they might uncover anything in regards to magic spells, glyphs, any hidden things that like he discovered occasionally from time to time.
So
he's not sure.
Yeah, glyphs would be something that people are able to get a hold of, but anything as far as like actual spell books or spell scrolls that you're looking for.
Or even how glyphs are made and anything like that to see, because he's trying to see if he can reverse engineer anything.
Oh, gotcha. So the glyphs, you aren't able to find any kind of loopholes with that, but you do kind of figure out that It requires very, very high ranking revenants to actually create the glyphs, that not just any normal wizard can make them. They have to be done at the higher echelon.
Right. Okay.
Sorry.
No,
I know you're digging. That's good that you're digging.
Yeah.
Was there any other stuff anyone was trying to specifically find out?
Just want to know if I'm crossing ruby from the koi chest off my inventory here.
I have one ruby in my list that I had, pre-made, but it is it's a star ruby, and it's not the kind that you had. It's a much more rare one, and that was 1,600 gold. So we'll still just go with the break even.
All right, I'm crossing. So between the wand and the ruby and my 227 gold, it's the glamour leather, a shield, and the package of things that I want to get.
And 1 copper.
And 1 copper.
Yeah.
Bam. Done. Okay. I think that makes a little bit more fair adding that ruby into it. So
Okay.
kind of make it mentally in my mind the math of all of that. But anyway,
Okay. So
that's all I got. I'm just listening. I'm being like I'm just listening to you guys.
Okay, so Kurtz, you can make your way back or whatever if you want. We're gonna go on our first break, and the team can re-meet up and cross stories, or if anything you guys want to do, and figure out where you want to go. Thank you for everybody for being here with us.
Yes.
Drop us a like if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you can. And,
Subscribe and follow. Subscribe and follow.
We'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll pick up right where we left off.
It comes up, I just do one of these deals where it's just like
jumping all over your body. You'll see the vendor just cracking up.
she's not just a client to me, Your Honor, but she's a near and dear, true friend. And
I don't have really any spells left, so I'm just gonna start going. I'm gonna use Prestidigitation to just keep blowing.
You got like little joints that they just suck into or something, and they slide in with friction. Or if there's maybe like I can make you some cream, Finley. You can dip your tongue in it. You'll be fine.
second bear.
He's fine. He's like, I don't care about shit. No disadvantage to this magic bullcrap. Missiles again.
You have to breathe. You can try using one.
That's not
a good idea.
I'm actually
gonna reach out and pull out the divinity symbol from my shirt and just sort of like, this is an unholy place.
Yep.
This is the epitome of handling an animal. You're free falling. That's what.
Your heart can heal if you just let it.
So, okay, how are we gonna work this here?
A fair price for a fair bargain of such rare and majestic items. Wouldn't you?
What's your total damage?
25 total.
Woo!
That's a big hit, dude.
That is an eyeball piercer.
Shit.
And then grab onto the wings and try to glide it into the ground.
Yes.
Okay. She'll slam her staff into the ground and she'll say, Caldivar, then I order you to arrest Cain in the name of the High Temple, and we will end all of session 0. So good job, guys. Well played.
Hello there, everyone's favourite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigan here. Being the soulful adventurer that I am, and known for telling a tale or two, pull up a stool, grab a pint, as I tell you a story about my favourite hero, me. In my years of travelling, I met people of all walks and cultures. Although the Horsemen coming didn't affect me directly, I saw the toll they left behind. The destruction and devastation these villainous beings left in their wake sparked something within me. How was I, Finley Shenanigan, to become the greatest, most legendary bard that Kandori had ever seen, if no one was around to behold my glory? More importantly, where is Alundra? When will she be back? And what will she be wearing? Hopefully something revealing. Anywho, setting on my journey, I shared my glamour with those who had never witnessed such pure, unadulterated excellence before. My legacy was to replace their despair and unite the people for the war yet to come. In the end of the day, everyone can be a hero. Everyone has a little adventure inside of them. And if you don't, would you like one?
Ah, salutations. I am Rin Enoran, historian of Candoria, renowned problem solver, an elf of esteemed conscience. When I became of age, I set out as a Rena and departed from my home of Othalos to the city of Egoras to study the arcane arts. With some difficulties, I was able to teach myself while working as a scribe in the library of Alashar. There, I produced a masterpiece of Candoria's history and its secrets. My manifesto, the true record of our world. However, even my aspirations dwindled when Alundra's guidance vanished, followed by the devastation from the Horsemen's wake. Despite all the wounds we have suffered, I shall never let our existence be forgotten, for I believe our best hope lies with our knowledge and story made eternal.
My name is Kurt Glaskin, and I have lost everything that I've loved in this world. My daughters, my wife, my friends, all of them dead to the Horsemen. And now I have a chance to redeem myself, to protect my friends, to lead humanity into a new age of light and hope. Alundra abandoned us, the goddesses abandoned us, and left us with these monsters. And I want to take everything from them that they've taken from us. I live in a world of blood and hatred and violence, and so I will become that violence. I will be that hatred, and I will be exactly what we need, a sword against the darkness.
My name is Urgra Dropper, and I am a dependable ambassador. I was the only half-breed in my mother's tribe of orcs where the threat of being eaten constantly hung over my head. And yet, those were some of the happiest times of my life compared to my time with the Revenant. I was 12 when I first picked up a bow and started hunting, and I quickly found that people make the most interesting prey and often deserve an arrow in the head far more than most monsters. Magic and even the Three Sisters were always something weird and sinister to me. That is, until by chance I crossed paths with the High Priestess Alundra, who showed me that magic, like everything else, can be used for good or for evil. And that's what I'll keep on repeating to myself every time one of those stuck-up magical morons say something that makes me want to cut out their tongues.
The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned. All right, we are back. Thanks for sticking with us. Everyone.
Oh, well, howdy. Howdy.
DM's got jokes.
All right, so you guys just finished up with at the Nuzzled Fox. Party is regrouping before you set off. Just so I know, before you guys leave to go investigate this, were you guys wanting to do any of your war council plans that you had made before you leave?
Oh, no, that one. I'll do that at the wind down of the day.
Okay.
I actually had a question about that, Sean. Since I'm kind of like training, am I just training militia or soldiers, or am I training adventurers? Like, because
as far as the NPCs took away from that was that you're gonna just coordinate the attacks that they're going to be doing. So they'll pretty much just...
So yeah, the military.
Right. So it's not necessarily you train them. It's they're already trained, and then you just tell them what to do whenever the plan is enacted.
Yeah. We definitely don't have to do it before we go do this, but at one point in time, I would sort of like to address
the men and women.
Okay, you just have to tell me when you want to do it.
We can do it when we come back from almost dying.
And Kyle, while you're in town, was there anything that you wanted to do?
Of course. So, thinking about what everyone, from that war council meeting, everyone's kind of specific jobs, and taking away what I was kind of dreading coming out of that meeting and sleeping on it and heading into this next day 5, that we're doing all our little errands and everything. But like begrudgingly, as we're all kind of leaving the Fox there, I'll say to the group, everyone. So I've been given a little bit of thought here in terms of, I know everyone has their roles and responsibilities here that we all took from the council meeting, and I've been given it some thought, and I think I might have a pretty good way of fulfilling my end of the bargain with the the alarm system and everything that we talked about, the connection pieces here, and trying to link up with some bards perhaps that I've known throughout my traveling days, and I gave it some thought and I rolled about it overnight, and I tried to think of any other remedy to the situation that I could possibly think of, other than the one that, dreadfully speaking, is the only one that I could come to final grips with. And there is a group that will be able to help us in this endeavor with warding the people with whatever, whether it be hide or run or to the teleport. There's a quick way we can get this done here, but I don't really like it because, to be quite honest, I don't really like this group in the first place anymore. And I know I'm getting, as everyone looks at me in a weird way, I know I'm kind of being roundabout about it. So let's just get to it because we don't have
Spit it out, man.
All right. But there's a reason, okay? There's a fucking reason that I was trying to leave this for Plan Z. I went all the way A through Y here, and this is the last one I could come up with here. And to be quite honest, it should have been Plan A to begin with, but for unforeseen circumstances, to not delve into the specifics, I didn't want to do this. But there is an organization that is known as, now, did you get my text, Sean? Did you get my text about the what it stands for?
For the acronym?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'll text you.
All right.
Or do you want me to just say it?
It's like, build up.
Oh, he was stalling, and I didn't know.
There's this group, there's this organization. Now, you might never have heard about it. It's a little bit underground, and it's coming to me. They're called the Bartic Assembly Musical Foolery here, and I tried and after my initial initiation, I actually passed all the tests that they put before me, but again, for details not to really get into right now, I wasn't allowed into this organization here. But I have a feeling that if this is something that we need to get done and get done quickly and get done properly, this would be a group that we could rely on to get the job done.
Why exactly were you not allowed to join them, Timmy?
Well, all right.
Let's heard you play.
All right, fuck it, and I'll pull out my pipe and start smoking. Not the good stuff yet.
Oh,
just
okay.
smoking.
That's my next question.
as we're smoking and talking. Well, Urgra, just to get right to it. Again, now, not much has changed from my younger days to my nowadays. I mean, I've settled down a little bit, as you've seen here with Miss Violet. My main squeeze here right now. But let's just say that one of the people who was going to let me into this organization didn't like the fact that I was, messing around, I guess, a bit with his sister.
Why didn't you just kill him?
I by messing around, right. Anyway, but that's besides the point. But what I'm trying to get at is that this group, this organization of bards, they actually collect. The original reason I wanted to get into this group in the first place is that there's lots of knowledge to this group. There's different colleges and different schools of valor and lore and all kinds of things that all have these histories and knowledges to them depicted on their specific colleges. And if you want to get the word out in a quick way, I mean, this is definitely the way to do it. And again, I didn't want to call upon this organization, but if we're going to do this with 2 days to spare here, this is the best way I can think of doing it.
Finley, do you have children?
Not that I know of. Not that I know. I probably shouldn't really giggle about that, but no, not that I know of, Kurt.
Then why didn't you just kill the man who didn't want you in the group?
Well, I mean, that's just one of the things. I couldn't really kill the man. One of the people responsible for getting people into the organization. That would look a little sketchy.
Not to mention quite illegal.
Semantics.
Sure, there is that. But again, on the backbones of it, once I originally wanted to get into this organization to learn. I was young and I'm out in the world trying to fulfill my own questing needs, if you will. And this organization was something that I had learned through the grapevine of whispers and rumors that might be able to help me out. And when I was applying and passed all their tests and was about to be initiated into the group, one of the founders, if you will, or one of the people who would allow me in did not. And you have to be cleared across the board. It's an all or nothing kind of thing. So to be fair, I didn't know it was her sister, just to throw that out to the winds that be, but apparently that didn't matter.
Well, if that's the best course of action, that's the best course of action.
Right.
What's stopping you now, Finley? I mean, it's possibly the end of the world. Don't you think that they'll maybe overlook your shenanigans to try and save your
Punch.
Shenanigans.
Well, and that's just the thing, Urkra, is again, I rolled about it a bit, even coming out of the War Council meeting. It's not to say that it's not the first group that I thought of to be the ones to help move this along and move it along quite quickly here in terms of the alarm system that we're going with. But again, not really in the best circumstances there with them, I guess you could say. I didn't really leave on good terms, and really never looked back either. So it's been a while. I really don't even know if how high in the branches he may have even gotten in the tree there, if you will. He was...
Oh, hey, maybe he's dead and there's not a problem at all.
He can help us or he can bleed. This is the world we're talking about.
So, some detail that was missed from before, but as you're starting, all these memories are starting to resurface, you now recall, Finley, that Adorphus, the bard that you saw earlier...
A doofus.
He had a belt buckle.
Did he have a belt buckle?
He did have a belt buckle.
All right. So yeah, again here, ladies and gents, or I guess lady and gents, right? Because yeah, all right. I mean, I might be able to get us connected here rather quickly, and again, be able to spread the word to the Bane and the Shroud capitals, and really get this word out if that's what you're going for. I don't like it, but again, what needs to be done needs to be done, I guess, right?
I'd say yes. Do use any available resource you have, Finley. As to whether it will be used or not, it can't hurt to try.
Swallow your pride, Finley. I'm sure it's not the worst thing you've swallowed in your life.
If you feel that perhaps it might be detrimental if this proposal came from you specifically, we will be happy to step in on your behalf and have the musical piece that you have maybe written and just ask for them to spread it out and not actually name that it's yours if you feel that might be a bias that they'll hold against you. But otherwise, I see no harm in it.
No, I need to do this. It's my no, this is what I agreed to be my part of the bargain and my part of the contribution. So no, I need to be the one to take this head on. So if anyone wants to come with me, that's fine. You don't have to. I can do this on my own. But that's the only real link I've seen so far in the city of Candoria proper here. So I'm gonna go find that old mulleted bastard with the band. Just see where it goes from there.
Okay, excellent. All right, fine.
Are we doing this now or after we kill a bunch of cultists?
Well, I figure, well, if all goes well, maybe Adorphus can maybe pick up the torch for me. I don't know. I mean, he can maybe pass this information along. I have songs written down, and they're not bad. It's just a matter of if it's going to be accepted or not. But I think we could probably, I could just try to find him real quick, and I'll meet you all back here or at the mansion. It's either going to be a yes or a no, and if it's a yes, it'll happen very quickly. If not, I'm going to need more time to think of something anyway, so we can go do our other invisible door.
I'll go with you.
All right.
Or you can ask, I suppose, Finley. Go right ahead. I'm not sure how much I've scoured the bookshelves already. Have I literally been sitting in this bookshop for like 2 hours?
Not that long. Yeah, you're able to go on your way and do something else if you'd like.
I mean, like, have I thoroughly searched through the shelves to feel comfortable enough to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
All right. Yeah.
Yes. Those particular things you're looking for. You might have other things that you want to look for in the future, but as far as those specific named ones, yeah.
All right. Fine. Well, I suppose we'll just wait for you. Where do you want us to wait?
I mean, at the mansion.
No, we'll just go with you. Why do we just sit and wait when we could walk with you, Finley? Let's walk with you.
All right. Well, okay. First plan of action here, we need to find my mulleted friend here. So let's try to find Adorphus.
Okay.
Hey, yo, Rodriguez!
Urgra, were you wanting to wait or go with them too?
Oh, no, I'm going with them.
Okay, all right. So the four of you start combing around Candoria looking for Adorphus, and before long, people say, I don't know, why some over there. Eventually you're able to find him. And you see him, he still has his banjo around his back, and he is talking to two presumably female halflings up ahead.
Attaboy. I like it. All right.
How are we handling this, Finley? Are we being friendly or are we being strong-arming this man?
Well, I don't think necessarily strong-arming him is going to be the way that we need to go about it. Let me, I'll just be my backup, just like be really, you got it, right?
I'm so fucking high up above you. I'm on my goddamn war horse.
Right. Just do you, man. You look good up there. Just you're good. That's perfect.
If there's one thing Finley can do, is he can charm anyone.
Well, I can give it my best shot, but he is part of Banff, so it's my work's cut out for me. But here we go. And
you don't say that, Spaz.
Walk up.
What do you say? All right, so give me a perception check.
Sure. No problemo.
Don't roll a 2.
Where the hell is it? There it is.
That's a 2.
Roll a 2.
Good stuff. Good stuff, Rin.
God damn it, Rin.
He knows all.
Roll 20 knows.
Okay, so okay, never mind. All right, so you approach up, and the two females he's talking to, their backs are to you, but you see him from, you see him facing you. What would you like to do?
So he didn't recognize his daughters.
Hey, fuckface!
Adorphus. Did you not? You didn't get the whole
coughing. Oh, okay, I thought you were. I thought that was you coughing. That's good acting, Kyle.
Adorphus, and you didn't get any of it. It's like, no. All right. Well, okay.
And he'll
not you, the DM. Just really the Adorphus.
Okay. Zero fucks were given. All right. Yeah. He'll kind of pan his head over and Finley.
Adorphus, I can see that you're busy here, and excuse me, ladies, but I got to be quite honest with you. This is a pertinent matter here, so would you mind maybe just scooting skedaddling here for but a wee moment?
and one of the females will turn around and say, "Finley, is that you?"
Oh shit!
Wonderful.
And so you didn't recognize her from behind, but you recognize her as Delilah.
Would he not recognize her from behind?
I mean, that does make sense to not recognize her.
Well, I mean, we all know that Finley doesn't do it from behind.
Oh. He's a classy man, I see.
Yeah.
Especially when it's dark. Anyway. All right.
Finley, is that you?
So I will take a little mini step back. Like, Delilah, you, hello, how are you, darling?
I'm doing well. It's so good to see you. It's been quite a while. I haven't heard from you.
It really has. It really has. What are you doing here in Candoria proper, may I ask?
Well, I was actually looking for you.
Of course.
Really? All right. Well, pause that, Adorphus. Just one moment here. This is an old friend of mine, and do you two know each other? Mind while I'll just point at both of them.
Yes, this is my daughter Melody.
Ah! Oh.
Christ. Well, quite. And okay, so give me a description here. How
similar does she look to Finley?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I need to see here. As soon as she says that, that's where I think all of our minds are going. So,
right,
is this like, can I perception check this or insight check this or invest this shit?
I just shared it with everybody and I have it on screen. So this is a picture of Melody.
Yeah.
Pretty similar.
Oh shit!
She looks like a badass.
It's true.
Yeah, she does. Oh gosh!
You have a daughter. Congratulations!
Okay.
I had one of those once.
So what can I do here in regards to? I mean, as soon as she says my daughter Melody,
no,
and I look at this girl head to toe real quick.
She didn't say daughter. Or she said her daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, her daughter. Yeah. Her daughter Melody here. Can I decipher at least like age, what she looks like, just like a real quick
quick math.
Yeah. Like
sure.
Quick robot scan here.
She looks about 19 years old.
Fuck. All right, great. Okay. And I'm guessing. Oh, great. All right. Well, okay. Melody, quite lovely, darling. How are you?
It's so fine. It's good to finally meet you.
Finally meet me. What do you mean? This is. Have you heard about me before, or what?
Oh, I've heard lots about you.
Oh, really? And I'll look over at Delilah. What, pray tell, have you been telling your daughter Melody about old Finley Shenanigan here? It's been a while. It's been a long time.
Well, I've told her about how you're one of the greatest bards that's ever lived, and one of the best performances I've ever seen, and she'll kind of wink at you. And as you look at Melody, she's got multiple musical instruments. There's like a little flute that's kind of hanging out of a bag. She's got a little little stringed instrument that she has. There's many, like, lots of instruments that she has all over around her.
Okay. So, let's just go ahead and pop this out real quick. I'm going to cast
Meteor Swarm.
He's gonna cast Meteor.
Modify
we are going to erase this whole situation.
No! Not today. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh, on who?
I can actually... I'm going to cast it on Delilah first, but I took the feat where I can do 2 concentration spells at once.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast one on Delilah and then one on Melody, just to kind of, because, who can read women's minds anyway? But let's try to read 2 at one time, because that's
what could possibly go wrong?
So I will burn both of those spells. And if I'm not mistaken, so when you do this, I have to... The DC to keep the concentration on it is like the level of the spell. if I'm not mistaken.
Neither of them are going to be suspecting anything, so I'll let you go first level without having to roll for it.
Does she have a gun?
I don't know.
So you initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind at the moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper. When you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw, and if it fails, you gain insight into reasoning, if any, its emotional state, something that looms large in its mind.
Anus.
And I'm just gonna go down that rabbit hole as far as it'll go there.
Okay.
Is
All
the
right,
looming
so-
thought of death?
Delilah's surface thoughts are she's excited to finally find you.
Okay.
Thoughts are she's been looking for you for a while.
Shit.
She, as your fame spread, so did your location. So she kind of used your spreading fame to find that you were in Pandoria, and she finally was able to get.
You got 20 years of child support, bud.
And then Melody's topmost thoughts are like, oh man, I really hope I'm making a good impression. Don't mess this up. Stand straight. Smile. Wait. Look him in the eye, but don't look too much. Like it's like all about trying to make a good impression.
All right. Okay. So that's the top level. I'm gonna go one level deeper for both.
Okay.
And I have to roll something too to see if that stays up.
Okay.
Can I... Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Oh, wait, no. He's doing this.
Nope.
Ooh, that's a pretty good save.
Mm.
Let's see.
They
here.
know.
Yeah. So whoever that was just broke that deeper probing.
Oh no.
But that one did not.
You're deeper probing?
Yeah, I'm probing deep.
Okay.
Go figure. Delilah didn't let me probe any deeper today.
Yeah, Delilah became aware of it, but Melody was not. What happens when they know you are?
Spell ends, and he can't probe any deeper than they are aware that the spell was cast.
Okay, yeah, so I won't give it any deeper on Delilah. But on Melody, you hear the thoughts of father and daughter.
Great. Super duper fun. Okay, alright. Okay, so let's just recap this whole situation. So I got a Dorfus over here who I'm trying to do something with, right? Great. And I have this. Okay.
Had to go and talk to Vamp, didn't you?
Yep. Awesome.
Now what you have to do is do a deception check to see if the shock runs over your face.
All right. Okay. So, Hades. First of all, I appreciate you being able to find me here. If you don't mind, I really hate to do this here, but if you don't mind, I'd really like to maybe continue this conversation a little later. Maybe perhaps this evening. I could take you. You've made such a long travel, I'm sure. I could take you ladies out perhaps for dinner or something. My treat. And we'll maybe pick up. We have a lot to catch up on. Delilah, like I said, it's been so long in this Melody. Your radiance and beauty. I would love to hear more about yourself here. I really need a moment of Adorphus's time, if just for but a moment. But I don't want to. I would love to continue this conversation here, but would that be acceptable for you lasses?
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Spaz says a true polymorph yourself into a bird and fly away forever. Run.
Abort mission. Away from that.
No twos.
Kayla said,
avoid the twos.
Lol, his treat. He's got 1 copper.
So I have advantage on persuading women.
Can
I have
You fucking better.
Yes,
Two twos. Here come 2 twos.
Oh, I got lucky points and everything. I'm getting out of this
You
situation.
have
All
an
right,
inspiration
so
point as well.
this is persuasion, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Is this like one roll for each of them, or just one roll
No,
combined?
just,
kind of?
yeah, 1 for both. Yeah.
All right.
with your powers combined.
All right.
Hey.
25. All right. So Delilah seems like she's wanting to talk to you, but that's actually sounds like a really good idea. She wants to know like time and place of when, but she has some important news to tell you.
Right. No, I know a really great place here in Candoria proper. Have you ever been to Candoria proper before?
No, this is our first time.
All right. Well, then, like I said, dinner will be on me this evening. I'll take you to the finest place here in the city, and there's a festival going on, so there's lots to do. In fact, if you want, and I'll look down at the time. What time of day is it? Like, looking at the sun, or what time of day is it?
Let's see. How much have you guys done? Let's see here.
Not much.
Well, we did the fighting with the Lich. That was like afternoon.
So maybe
it's getting dark probably at this point.
No, it's probably about 2 p.m. maybe.
It's like afternoonish.
Yeah. 2 p.m.
Because we did the sim earlier in the morning, right? Like that was kind of like a.
We pretty much went straight there after we did something.
And tonight is the speech thing, and then after the speech is the dinner thing, right?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's going to be this big festival thing. In fact, I'd really like you to be there. To be quite honest, I think you're actually going to be quite impressed with what you see, and we can meet up maybe afterwards and enjoy the festival together, and maybe have a little bit more of an in-depth conversation.
That sounds excellent.
Wonderful. It was great to see you again, Delilah, and Melody. It was a pleasure meeting you as well, darling.
The pleasure is all mine.
Yeah. Absolutely. So again, I apologize for my
callousness,
bravish to the conversation here, but I really need to steal Adorphus away there from you.
Of course. We'll see you tonight, and they will give you your space.
Right. All right. Shitballs, dude. Oh god. All right.
I lean over to her. I don't think I've ever seen a halfling sweat that much.
I'm sweating. I'm fucking sweating.
My
man.
devs didn't even know about that. So you can thank Jamie for that.
Right. Yeah. Thanks, Jamie.
Thanks, Jamie.
So Adorphus, right? He's standing here.
Yes.
So as they're walking away, I'll be like, whew, all right, well,
he'll kind of look at you a little weird and be like, what was that about?
I'm going to find the answer to that question a little bit later, but I was actually coming to find you, friend. How are you today here, Adorphus?
Good. I'm just meeting up with some other BAMF members, and we're all just discussing,
Well, that's actually what I came here to talk to you about, real quick. I couldn't help but notice your belt buckle there. So you're part of the organization then?
Oh, of course. I'm one of the recruiters.
Good to know. Perhaps put a pin in that conversation for another time. But just to get right down to brass taxes here, Adorphus, we're in a bit of a bind here, a bit of a time crunch, and I was put in charge by the War Council here for the Horsemen coming reckoning at the end of the week to provide some sort of alarm system for the people of Candoria proper, as well as the Bane and the Shroud territories here. I know BAMF, the organization, has its has a underground but still widespread touch here and there throughout the countryside, but I could think of no other place. Mind you, like Troy, to be able to relay. It was my responsibility to come up with some really quick warning songs, if you will, that could perhaps be put into initiation right away, perhaps even practiced in some of the cities, so that when the horsemen come, there's really only three ways about it. There's fleeing to the countryside, there's teleportation things being worked on by wizards and things like, whatever. And also to bunker down, if I'm not mistaken. It was flee, bunker down, and yeah, right. So, again, I don't know exactly what your ties are. I know you said you're a recruiter here, but how fast do you think you could perhaps get this thing moving? Because we don't have a lot of time.
We actually have a BAMF meeting here in Candoria tonight.
Of course you fucking do. God
that's why Delilah was another reason why she came here. I can put out the message right away, and we can spread the information to all the bards.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that was fucking great. In fact, I have the songs here. I don't know if perhaps I can actually attend this meet. Well, I'm sure it's just for BAMF members only.
Of course.
But I actually had some songs here. This would be really greatly appreciated because we're trying to warn the people. We're trying to make sure that at the very least we could try to save the most amount of life possible here. And with this alarm system that we've come up with, it's either flee or there's these teleportation circles set so that people can get from one city to another, and the other one is just try to hide, bunker down and just wait it out. So, you're pretty good on the strings, and I'll pull out my bottle of Alika real quick. You think you can follow along with this one here?
He'll pull out his banjo and he's ready to reverse grip, try to copy as you do it.
Reverse grip. Oh man. All right. So the first song that I came up with was the "Come Sail Away" song, which was "Time to Run Away."
Okay.
Time to run away. Time to run away. Time to run away and flee. Everybody now.
Okay.
That was the first one.
Okay.
All right. This one's not too tricky, but it takes a little bit. So it goes. I'm gonna hide. Not gonna open my eyes, I'm gonna hide. The horseman is coming without much of a warning. I'm gonna hide. So that's the hide one.
Okay.
Right? So I saw the sign, in case you Ace of Base fans are out there. All right, and the last one here is
Connor!
What's that?
What do you typed in the chat? Oh my god. Sorry, go ahead, Carl.
No, that's okay. No worries. All right, and the last one here is teleport away. Let's go. And be safe. There's a horseman showing up right here with devastation to last out the year. So get your loved ones and your children too. We're gonna teleport away with you. Come on now.
Awesome.
Teleport away. So there you go. It's really, and I'll strum along with them a little bit. Be like, see, they're not too complicated. Real easy lyrics for you hear the song, it's time to run, it's time to hide, it's time to teleport. Right? Really easy. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He'll actually be super impressed by the 3 song choices, and he'll look at you like, these could actually be really big hits.
So when I was strumming along trying to think of, I was like, these aren't bad. These aren't bad just for coming up with them quick here. I slipped on it a little bit, but it takes a little bit. There's a chorus, I'm sure. Some more strands and everything, but this was just made to be real quick, straight to the point. Get in, get the fuck out, kind of thing. So, if you could get that to the BAMF and to your meeting tonight and pass that along, that'd be tits magoo here.
Absolutely. And if there's any other things that you need to let us know, just come find me and I'll put it out for you.
I will say one thing. Just don't say it was me. That's it. I'll start to walk away. See if he says anything.
Does that mean I can take credit for the songs?
Ooh. No.
Just don't. However you want to do it, just don't bring me up in your BAMF meeting.
You got it.
That's great.
You got it. I'll take full credit for this. You got it, Finley.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right.
Was that really worth it, Finley?
You seemed a little panicked, Finley. Your face is quite white. Are you all right?
There's a lot going on right now. There's just a lot of shit just got dropped on me.
What's going on? You just
talked
your
to
plan. Yeah.
Nothing seemed problematic. You seemed happy.
You talk to women all the time.
Yeah.
We will pick up this conversation as we're going on to our next part of our journey here. But listen. In the end of the day, what needed to be done got done, and that's what's important here. The alarm system's going to get out. Adorphus said he's going to pass it on to the BAMF organization. Good things are happening. That went a lot better than I thought it was.
I'm just confused, Finley, because you gave that man credit for your work.
Well, here's the thing. If he goes to that meeting tonight and says that Finley Shenanigan is the one that provided the song and the man in question here, who I mentioned before, is pertained to this meeting, I'd rather the songs go through and the alarms get passed than for just my name to hold up the safety and sanctity of the people of the realm. So if that's what it takes, it is what it is, as they say.
Indeed, and perhaps in a later date you might be able to bring this up later as you claiming rights to it when it's already been done. And I'm sure magical means that provide truthful answers could be utilized to prove your originality in creating these.
We know who wrote the songs. That's what matters. And people being safe. That's the main concern here.
All right. Well, we should probably continue ensuring safety for those here in Candoria by eliminating whatever is in this pocket dimension of the Cult of Chaos.
Oh, by the way, we need to capture one alive.
Alright.
One what?
One of the cultists.
Well, I don't know if there are any cultists even there.
Let's be honest, there's going to be cultists there.
Who knows? I don't know.
If there are any cultists there, we can capture at least one
Right.
alive.
Right, good. Okay, all right, that's good to know. Hey, we're talking as a team. That's good. Talk as a team. Know the plan.
I'm perfectly fine with taking as many people alive if it's possible.
Ooh. Yeah, more than one. How much rope do we have?
Not well. I have some. I have
fuzzy
100-foot
shackles.
rope.
I have manacles as well.
I have 100-foot rope.
Oh, that's plenty of rope.
I pull out my fuzzy pink manacles. Be like,
Those will do.
All right. Well, that's one.
Well, you, me, manacles. We could probably stuff one in the chest if I dump out all the bear jerky.
You really had, you've loved this bear jerky for so long, Kurtz. I'd really hate to see you lose it. You've had it for like our whole journey together, man. That's like, this is like your thing.
That was one of the first things in Session 0.
Yeah.
It's been like, what, 7 months?
It's emergency rations.
Well, if it comes to that, sure.
It's helped us a lot.
If it comes to that, we'll figure it out. All right. If it comes to that, we'll figure it out.
It's a whole fucking bear. All right.
But yes, we can certainly keep as many alive as we can, if there are any there for bringing back to face justice at the courts.
About that. I have to
Are they
deliver
being
them.
kept alive for some other reason?
Maybe.
Is it wrong? Is it perverted? Are you doing something perverted?
No. Nothing that I will do.
What was that?
I don't know if I'm comfortable.
Let's
with you
just say
like
that interested parties in the higher echelons of Candoria would like some of these cultists alive for their own means, and that we have much to gain should we deliver them.
Is this underhanded work? Is this illegal work?
Not at all.
All right, you make it sound illegal.
It's questionable.
This isn't helping.
It'll be fine.
And the plot thickens.
Let's just say that I have procured us an opportunity for something further on down the road that may help us greatly. And all we need to do... No, not at all.
Okay, and you're not going to put them in a situation that is going to be cruel and unusual?
I'm not selling them into slavery.
Oh, that's fine, but there are other cruel and unusual things, and you're not doing any other cruel and unusual things, right?
I'm not selling them into slavery. I am doing nothing.
I mean, it sounds like he answered the question. He's not selling him to slavery.
I'm no one's messenger boy. I'm a delivery boy.
His word is his bond. It works for me. Not slavery. Got it. All right, that's fair. It's straightforward.
It's a very legitimate transaction. Let's just say that.
Is it with the people who are running Candoria? Is it with the constabulary?
I don't know what that word means.
Is it with the guard?
It
In a way,
raising
yes.
his hand too, like I don't fucking know what that means either.
That was golden. I loved it. Woo! Sorry, continue.
Oh, great, you understand what I'm meaning.
I don't know why we're having this conversation at all when we could be actually getting it done.
Yes,
we are
let's
walking
go.
and talking, Urgra. This is us.
Yeah,
we're walking and talking. I'm following Rin. Rin's
So,
the leader in this thing.
Just
here.
so you all know, they only need their eyes, ears, and mouths. The rest of their limbs, we don't need them.
Well, so they need their head and chest as well, then, you mean?
Well, yes, but their limbs. I don't think of the torso as a limb. When I say I've cut off one of your limbs, I'm like, oh, I decapitated you.
Yes, but when you just said all you need is their eyes, their ears, and their mouths, I feel like you're going to gouge out eyes, cut off ears, and slice open mouths, so that's why I'm making sure
Maybe I will! Who knows?
Well, you want them alive!
Some of them. We can only hold like 3 of them.
Urga's just standing in the back like, what the fuck is going on?
I could literally transport 10 prisoners if you needed me to.
Oh, 10? That would be fantastic. I don't think we'll find 10. I don't think 10 will give up either, honestly, and they're probably going to fight back, so we might as well knock them
Do we even know where we're walking here, Rin? Like,
Yes, we're walking this way, Finley, over this way, through the gate. There you are.
Right. But, I mean, like, do you know where we're going? Like, do you have a map or something, or...?
Yes, I have it mentally recorded in my head.
Fantastic. Guardsmen, as we leave the gate.
Yes, my lord.
Tell Caldivar, if you can, please, sir, that Kurtz Glaskin is going to fulfill the errand that he promised to him.
Roger that.
He goes, yes, my lord.
Oh, caught me off guard.
They have so many responses when you click on them.
Hail, brave adventurer!
I'm a fucking lord now. Bend the fucking knee, peasants.
Alright, we need to go on our next break so I can catch
Yeah,
myself.
that's probably a good time to do that.
Alright, I hope everyone's having as much fun as we are. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Huzzah, sir!
It comes up, I just do one of these deals where it's just like
dump it all over your body. You'll see the vendor just cracking up.
She's not just a client to me, Your Honor, but she's a near and dear, true friend. And
I don't have really any spells left, so I'm just gonna start going. I'm gonna use prestidigitation to just keep blowing.
You got like little joints that they just suck into or something, and they slide in with friction. Or if there's maybe like I can make you some cream, Finley. You can dip your tongue in it. You'll be fine.
second bear.
It's fine. He's like, I don't care about the shit. No disadvantage to this magic bullcrap. Missiles again.
Do you have to breathe? You can try using one.
That's not probably.
That's not a good idea.
I'm actually
I'm gonna reach out and pull out the divinity symbol from my shirt and just sort of like, this is an unholy place.
Yep.
This is the epitome of handling an animal. You're free falling.
Your heart can heal if you just let it.
So, okay, how are we gonna work this here?
A fair price for a fair bargain of such rare and majestic items. Wouldn't you?
What's your total damage?
25 total.
Woo!
That's a big hit, dude.
That is an eyeball piercer.
Shit.
And then grab onto the wings and try to glide it into the ground.
Yes.
Okay. She'll slam her staff into the ground and she'll say, Caldivar, then I order you to arrest Cain in the name of the High Temple, and we will end all of Session 0 So good job, guys.
Oh.
Well played.
Hello there, everyone's favourite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigan here. Being the soulful adventurer that I am, and known for telling a tale or two, pull up a stool to grab a pint as I tell you a story about my favourite hero, me. In my years of travelling, I met people of all walks and cultures. Although the Horsemen coming didn't affect me directly, I saw the toll they left behind. The destruction and devastation these villainous beings left in their wake sparked something within me. How was I, Finley Shenanigan, to become the greatest, most legendary bard that Candoria had ever seen if no one was around to behold my glory? More importantly, where is Alundra? When will she be back? And what will she be wearing? Hopefully something revealing. Anywho, setting on my journey, I shared my glamour with those who had never witnessed such pure, unadulterated excellence before. My legacy was to replace their despair and unite the people for the war yet to come. In the end of the day, everyone can be a hero. Everyone has a little adventure inside of them. And if you don't, would you like one?
Salutations. I am Rin Enoran, historian of Candoria, renowned problem solver, an elf of esteemed conscience. When I became of age, I set out as a Rena and departed from my home of Othalos to the city of Egoras to study the arcane arts. With some difficulties, I was able to teach myself while working as a scribe in the library of Alashar. There, I produced a masterpiece of Candoria's history and its secrets, my manifesto, the true record of our world. However, even my aspirations dwindled when Alundra's guidance vanished, followed by the devastation from the Horsemen's wake. Despite all the wounds we have suffered, I shall never let our existence be forgotten, for I believe our best hope lies with our knowledge and story made eternal.
My name is Kurt Glaskin, and I have lost everything that I've loved in this world. My daughters, my wife, my friends, all of them dead to the Horsemen. And now I have a chance to redeem myself, to protect my friends, to lead humanity into a new age of light and hope. Alundra abandoned us, the goddesses abandoned us, and left us with these monsters. And I want to take everything from them that they've taken from us. I live in a world of blood and hatred and violence, and so I will become that violence. I will be that hatred, and I will be exactly what we need, a sword against the darkness.
My name is Urgra Dropper, and I am a dependable ambassador. I was the only half-breed in my mother's tribe of orcs where the threat of being eaten constantly hung over my head. And yet, those were some of the happiest times of my life compared to my time with the Revenant. I was 12 when I first picked up a bow and started hunting, and I quickly found that people make the most interesting prey and often deserve an arrow in the head far more than most monsters. Magic and even the Three Sisters were always something weird and sinister to me. That is, until by chance I crossed paths with the High Priestess Alundra, who showed me that magic, like everything else, can be used for good or for evil. And that's what I'll keep on repeating to myself every time one of those stuck-up magical morons say something that makes me want to cut out their tongues.
The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned. And we are back.
Hey!
Sorry about the the sudden break. I had to regain composure. All right, so you guys are exiting the northwest gate of Candoria and heading into the forest. Rin, you have the location of where it is at.
Just fucking breathe, Sean.
I'm good. And so you're making your way over there. It'll take you, maybe half hour, 45 minutes or so of travel. And you eventually get to the location described, and it will take you a little bit of digging through the foliage. But eventually you find 2 large tree structures with vines that are suspiciously, since you're looking for something, that's not natural. You see really thick vinage that's kind of intertwined. It's wrapped in between the two.
They done gone together.
And it looks very suspicious.
I think we're here then.
This is it.
How is my horse reacting? Is it like skittish?
No,
or does it? Well, yeah. I mean, that's the main point that I got is that it's not skittish. Actually, never mind.
Right.
Gives no fucks.
Yeah, Gail doesn't give a fuck. Gail's just like, I will drop kick a fucking goblin.
Right. So this is it, Rin. What are we even looking for here? What do we see as we look around here? Just foliage.
I'll quickly cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And see if I can spit. Oh, actually, wait. Hold on. Do I have that? I don't. Oh, I do. I do. Yes, I do. I do. Yes. Okay. Yes, I will cast it. It has to be ritual though, so I will do that.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
In the meantime, Urber's just gonna walk up to the vines and start just like looking them over.
Okay. So they're very rightly timed. It looks like after taking a moment to actually look at it. This isn't natural growth. It looks like somebody had purposefully taken long vines and hand wrapped it. They try to make it look natural, but you can very quickly, with how familiar you are with nature, that the vines don't grow this way normally.
I'll take out my scimitar and just like poke one of the vines. Does anything happen?
No, not anything out of the normal. Like if you poke it in, it'll cut it open. It's not. The vines, the vines themselves don't seem magical. How long does it take for you to cast?
10 minutes.
All right.
I'm gonna brush my horse while he's doing that shit and show her off to the rest of the party.
Okay. So, is there anything in the 10 minutes you guys want to do, or you're just waiting for that to go off?
So it's between 2 trees and the vines are just connected?
Right, in between the 2.
If I walk all the way around the trees and everything, do I notice anything different?
No. So it doesn't seem like there's anything in front or behind or above, but it does seem like possibly there's something disguised in the middle of this, this vine curtain, if you will.
I poke my hand through the vine curtain.
Okay, so as you,
my right hand, since I'm left-handed.
As you're pushing, roll initiative. No, I'm kidding. As you're pushing your hands through, space between the vines, you can feel a metallic, hard, flat surface behind.
Oh, lads, there's a door. And I'll just part the vines and show the door.
Okay.
I'll help clear away some of the vines and things.
Starring the vines away.
Okay, yeah, you guys easily can cut down, non-animated vines. So yeah, you quickly reveal this large, ornate, metallic door. And Rin, as your ritual completes, you definitely can tell that this this doorway is definitely magical and probably leads to something similar to your mansion, but not exactly the same.
Does it look like it's locked or anything?
I try the doorknob.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Do I see aberrations around there?
Give me a flat D20 roll.
Tits.
This will go smooth.
Hey!
It opens.
I'll sort of point like, see, it's open.
I mean, do I see an aura of abjuration or any kind of magical school around that?
It doesn't seem to have like any. Yeah, you're detecting all of it. Okay, so you don't see any kind of magical booby traps. It seems that whoever made this, the location is completely remote. As you were traveling here, it doesn't seem like this is an obvious, this is the most unobvious place. So just the location alone seems to be a really good spot to hide something. And with the vines, You guys were looking for it. That's how you're able to find it. But someone going this direction, they wouldn't see this normally.
All right.
But yeah, there doesn't seem to be any kind of booby traps or anything.
All right. If I don't see an alarm spell, if I don't see an abjuration that's either locking or perhaps warding the place, then I'll just be like, all right, it's fine, it's safe.
Yep.
Do you see anything inside there, Kurtz?
Do I see anything inside, DM?
So as you look in, it's there. The magical barrier that's there. So there's physical doors that open up, but you pass through the magical barrier, and it seems to take you to another place. And as
Am I in a cave?
Well, you're right now. You're out in the forest. So as you look in through this barrier, you can see a little ways into this. It's very magically distorted. Like you'd have to pass through to really see where it goes.
So, Rin, what are you picking up on this door here? Anything in particular?
No, it's just a doorway, just a passage, a connection between 2 points.
Maybe we overestimated this cult.
Why don't we try
killing everyone?
Well, we could try. Well, you want
Well, it sounds like the exact opposite of what you wanted.
Wait, you're right. We need at least one alive.
All right, I say that we have two choices. One, either we send the best armored person there first, which is Kurtz, or the most stealthy person, which is me. Which should we do?
I'm fine with either option.
Can't one of you go invisible?
Yes, that's a different one entirely.
But that's like that's some high level magic that we might need to.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's needed. I was just throwing that out there too. Sorry.
I thought
I can be a player sometimes. I'm sorry.
If I go invisible, but you tie a rope on me, it's just gonna be a rope floating.
A floating rope. That's so.
Just so you know, there is one other that we can send, the slightly expendable, the bird. Yes.
I thought you were talking about my horse. I'm like, fuck you, that's my horse.
He just got the fucking horse, man.
It's only 400 gold, you know. It's expendable.
I could send Orion in there if you'd like me to. However, he'll have to go in and then come back out because I won't be able to communicate with him.
Here's the thing. We can go in there stealthy and quiet, or we can go in there fast and loud. Fast and loud has the advantage of catching them off guard. Stealthy means we might be able to get a better sense of the situation before we attack or are attacked.
I'd assume stealth might be the most appropriate due to the fact that you're more likely to encounter a space or some kind of empty location prior to the main hold or where majority of anything, if there is anything inside.
Yeah.
If you storm in from the beginning, they'll be alerted to your presence. They could wait in ambush afterwards.
Yeah. Can I look around the area of the door and see if there are any fresh tracks or footprints?
Yeah, give me a perception check or a nature check.
And point.
Not survival?
Yeah, no, whatever. We're in your area of expertise.
Oh yeah, actually, I think they have advantage on that.
So there does seem to be some footprints, but it doesn't seem any recent. Like that someone has, maybe multiple people have come and gone here before, but it doesn't even look like it was fresh, but then disguised as old. It just looks like nobody has been here for quite a while.
Quick question, DM.
Yes, sir.
If I put Finley on my disc, does he get any kind of bonus to his stealth checks since he's basically floating silently?
It's a glowing disc, though, too.
Oh, it glows?
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
know that.
It's like a transparent, semi-glowing magical disc. Yeah, it's not.
I thought it was just like a metal disc.
No, it's all magical conjuration. Yeah.
Okay.
What are you picking up there, Urgra?
Well, from what I can tell, it looks like no one's used this door for at least a few days. So either they've camped out there, or this is just, as Rin suggested, a storehouse. I suggest that I go in stealthy first. I have slightly more abilities than a owl.
You should take at least one of us with you.
If I could make a suggestion here, yeah. I mean, as much as it sounds crazy enough to send one of us in without the other, why don't we just look at the rest of the group? I'm standing here with these three taller people than me. I just say, why don't we just do it together? Why don't we just, we're a team?
Well, we can go one after the other, Finley, but the door's not wide enough for all of us to step in at the same time.
It's a double door. It is pretty.
That's still only for 2.
Well, never mind. Anyway.
All right. How's this? I will walk in the door, and if there are any traps, I will trigger them. Then you will follow me if I come back out.
All right.
All right, I walk in.
Oh, all right. Well, so much for the together thing as he goes.
I will stealth in. I will stealth in.
Okay. Good news.
I have disadvantage.
And DM, do I get my armor and shield today or tomorrow?
It'll be right tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay.
Clank, clank, clank.
All right. Okay, so who's going in first?
Meh.
It's carrots.
Carrots. Okay.
So much for my together team speech. Yep.
Hey, I'm the meat shield of the party. All right.
But we won't know if you're dying or not.
I can't die.
It's all good.
I can't fucking die. I'm Kurt's glass.
It's already done. It's already done. Just don't die. I'm looking at my daughter's pic in my wallet.
How?
I just pulled it up on Roll20. I was.
Oh, I thought you were like. Damn. All right.
Do that, you magical bard. You.
Okay.
My God. Ooh, big red button.
All right. So the room so when you pass through the doorway, Kurtz, you walk into what appears to be an empty room. There is a door, and they all look the same. So you walk through a double door, but as you come through on the other side, it's a single door. So at the center of each wall, the center of the ceiling, and the center of the floor, there is doorways. They all look to be identical doors. There is the blue outline box represents the one on top. The trap door represents the one going down. There is a floating red orb in the center of the room, and it seems like there is some kind of nameplate up on the wall. That's on all of the walls in this room.
I would like to check for traps.
Okay.
Erdra, Rin, I'm giving this 30 seconds and we're all going through these fucking doors, all right?
Well, I mean, yes, he should have popped his head out at least and said if it's okay.
That's a 17.
Okay. So you very carefully scan the room, and you don't see any kind of traps that would make you worry about anything.
All right, I'll come back out. Looks clear.
Oh, hello. Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. Hey, hello there, Kurtz.
I would recommend you throw your packs on Gale, bring your manacles and your rope or anything else you may need, but it's kind of like a cave, to be honest.
Fuck, I knew you were going to say that. Fucking caves, man. Damn it. As I start walking back to the horse.
It's like a cave. It's like a cave with a lot of doors.
All right. I take my fuzzy manacles with me and leave everything else with the horse. I have all my other shit on me. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I got all my shit.
Gale, stay. Kill anyone who comes near.
Okay.
I don't think the horse understands that command, but all right.
You don't know.
Always thinking logically. You can't just let him talk to his horse. Can't just let him talk to his horse. All right? Just let him...
You analytical.
Let him have his horse moment.
We'll all step inside, I suppose.
This horse is going to save your life one day, Rin.
Hey, there I am. Oh, shit. All right. What is all this here?
Yeah, there's a lot going on in here.
All right, so as you guys step in, you can see all the things I described to Kurt. It's a floating red orb in the center of the room, a door at the center of each wall, and the center of the ceiling and on the floor.
All right, as I step in, do I see any magic anywhere?
The orb seems to be magical. There seems to be an overall magical presence to the whole place, but you're not quite sure what. It's mostly just very strange place to be in.
Can I look around and see if there's any differentiation between the doors?
The doors all look identical, actually.
I open the one on the left.
Okay. None of you guys watch the stream because it shows some stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
There's another orb, and only one door.
All right.
Well, there's the door that goes down, and there's the
Oh
door that
well,
goes up.
there's a trap door. And another
Under
door.
the orb.
Yes.
All right, as
And
we're going through here.
There are nameplates on each of the walls in each of the rooms. And
Oh.
All right, so first things first here. I'm gonna whisper to everyone, like, let's just try to be fucking professional about this, right? Let's try not to die in somewhere we don't even know where the fuck we are. And while I'm saying that, can I investigate this orb? Can I like inspect it over one time?
Sure. So as you are looking at it, it seems to be activatable.
Activatable.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Have you all ever seen that play, The Cube?
The play, The Cube.
It's a play, and there's like a bunch of prisoners trapped in a cube, and it's a murder box.
I can't say that I've seen that play before.
It's a very dark play.
Oh.
Timothy, and I'll sort of turn to one of my ghosts. You know the play, correct? Yes, of course. We saw it on the Western Front. The one-armed half gnome. Yes, of course. Timothy knows.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right.
The important thing is that we stay together and not get separated.
All right.
Before we activate, let's get a good gauge of our surroundings.
What do these
Fair enough.
nameplates say?
What's that?
What do these nameplates say?
All right, in the room that you guys are in currently. Let's see if it's dropping. Come on. All right, so this is on all of the walls. So I'm just gonna drop it in the room. so
Oh,
you guys can
damn
see.
it. What language is that? Do any of us know what language that is?
Give me a history check.
Oh, tits.
So, Rin.
I'm gonna assume that's not a language I know then.
No, it seems you guys have seen this before, but you don't know.
I got a -2.
23.
So Rin, you actually recognize this. Negative. You got a -9. That's fine. So this looks like the same cipher text that was in the journal.
Yes, it's the same cipher written alphabet, Kurtz.
Can you read it?
No, I can discern its familiarity, but not its meaning.
Well, fuck.
Does it look the same on each of the walls and the floor and the ceiling, or are they slightly different?
Yeah, in this room, they all say this one that I dropped on the ground.
Alright.
And the one in the other room, Kurtz, can you see anyone in there?
Can I see the one on the trapdoor and on the door to the north? And we guess that's trapdoor.
By trapdoor, it's not. You don't know it's trapped. You're just saying the one that goes down.
The hatch. The hatch.
Right. Yeah, the floor door and the ceiling door, and then there's the door on the north side. Yeah, that's what the blue box indicates that there's one above. I just didn't want to block stuff underneath.
So they all say that?
Yes.
Alright, well, this one's different than that one, gentlemen. It's like a square, and then like an upside down L, and then upside down L facing the other way, and then an upside down U, and then a sideways V.
I'm going to open the door on the right.
Okay.
Anything in there, Urgra?
My eyes are still adjusting.
So earlier when you said activatable, DM, like as in I understand how to activate this orb, or it looks like there's something else that needs to be done, but I don't know how to activate it? Like, how does that...
It's requires some kind of interaction with it to activate it, but you think you could activate it, yes.
Okay.
I can't really show the room on the right. I'll try zooming out, maybe that'll help. Nope, that made it worse. Sorry, viewers. There's another room to the other side. I can't can't show everything.
Okay. So what can do you describe what you see? What I see then?
What's that?
What doors are in that room then?
So yeah, you should be able to see the doors with your vision, actually, from what you can see. So there is a door to the north, on the ceiling, and on the floor.
Okay, so is it the mirror of the door of the left room?
Correct.
Okay.
But it has a different cipher for the room.
Looks very similar to the one.
Jackie's here.
Kurtz.
Yay!
Hey. So what about the north one then?
Are you trying to open it?
Oh no, I'll let someone else open it. Actually, I'll use a mage hand to open it.
Okay. There you go.
6. Alright, looks like the top room has the most options, or should we try and take the room with the lesser options first? Actually.
Are there any doors in here that don't open?
So far everything seems to be openable.
I'll go on the walls and ceiling with my spider climbing boots. I'm gonna try and open the ceiling door.
Oh, the one on the ceiling in the room you're in now? The first room you walked into?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna drop you.
Yeah.
What do you see up there, Ergra?
This room has 3 doors and again a red orb. None
Nice.
going back the way we originally entered, though.
I suppose we should test touching an orb, I suppose. Finley, which do you think we should go for? The one we just entered or a new room?
Well, all right. So just to get this straight, the room to the left, room to the right are mirror images of each other where their doors are positioned, and the room to the north has doors.
That's 6.
Has the same kind of layout as the room that we're standing in right now.
Mm-hmm.
And no one can read the ciphers.
No.
I poke the orb.
So it seemed like just touching it doesn't do anything. You have to, like, activate it.
All right. Would we be able to discern if our mage hands can activate this? That we can actually stay back away, or do we have to like physically interact with this thing?
Yeah, you can activate it with your mage hand. It's just you verbally telling me I'm activating it.
All right. So
I suggest we stand back a little bit. We really don't know what these things do until we can get a better grasp on them. But we could hold mage. Can we hold mage hands? Have we ever done that before? We could just hold mage hands together and activate this together.
Well,
They seem fairly obvious. I doubt they're traps.
Let's activate the one in the room north of us, so we don't just accidentally inadvertently do something bad.
Right. I mean, our mage hands go so far.
Ergra can hear you. The door is still open.
I'll be back in the room. I just can't drag myself. So.
Oh, okay.
I very much didn't want us to split up.
All right, with Ergra back in here, us together, we'll send our mage hands forward, Finley, and activate the northern room's orb.
Yep.
All right.
Here.
Off we go. Mage hand forward.
Okay.
Just kind of like lean in on both sides of the door.
Yeah, just each hand.
Okay, so as you activate it, the orb turns green.
Okay. Did anything happen to any of the other doors, or just the green orbage?
Yeah, you activated it, and just the orb just turned green.
Maybe we just have to activate all of them.
Sure, it's worth a shot. Let's go over here, Rin, and we'll go over to this one.
Well,
come on, let's just turn them all on.
No, Finley, come take a look at this real quick.
All right, what?
Do you see how in this room the cipher has the last 4 symbols seem to be the same as the one in the first room?
All right, okay.
Well, I'm just wondering if we can check other rooms, see if they share the same symbol. Or backward symbols. Maybe perhaps it's activate the ones that share this common end word phrasing, maybe. So let's perhaps open these doors to the left and right of us and see what's inside.
Okay.
All right.
Check what the words are.
All right. I'm picking up what you're putting down here. I see the last 4 in this room and this room are the same, but not so much in these other ones. All right. I'll fish here with you. All right. Here we go.
All right. Yes, we're checking out the rune language in each of the rooms.
Okay.
All right. I'm not a fan of that one initially.
Nope.
So, to the other room we go. Well, no, not quite.
No, close, but no cigar, as they say. And anything going on up here?
I'm trying to keep up, guys. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna let you guys fucking deal with this.
Just hold on, Kurtz and Urger. We think maybe we have an idea, maybe not.
Kurtz, I'm pretty sure the answer is duck.
You know what? I was thinking the exact same thing.
It took me a second. Yes.
This is actually a really good time for it. Yeah. Multiple reasonings.
If they just spell out the word duck in the cipher.
Right.
What do you guys see up there?
Nothing yet.
Did it not drop?
No.
We just don't have to.
Oh, I put them on the wrong layer. That's why. Token layer. Are they coming out? There we go.
Yes.
Okay, so that was a great idea for 2 rooms, but not so much for any more of them.
So the room, the room that you're in now has doors on all 6 sides.
What about this here to the one to the right?
So that one, did I not open it?
No.
I thought I moved that door. Oh, I didn't. Okay.
We have telepathic links still, right?
Yes.
I
believe
sure.
so, right? Yeah, that's fine.
I could have recast down as we walked and talked if it was about to fall off. Yeah.
It's kind of a staple.
I have a plan.
Finley, you're right by that door there. Give me a perception check real quick.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, that one there.
For you, DM, sure. Perception, you say?
Yes, sir.
11.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Finley, why?
I died. That was fun.
Oh, that's good enough. All right, so on that door, you see this.
Oh my god.
New font.
Oh, these are different fucking hibbly bibblies than the rest of them?
Yes. So on that door, this one, it says this.
Do I recognize that as a language and not the cipher?
No.
Do I?
No. It appears it's all this cryptic thing that you don't understand.
All right.
Guys, what if we just yell as loud as possible and get them to come to us?
I mean, that certainly is one way to get some doors opened here if there's anyone here.
Well, Finley, since that door has a different marking on it, I'm assuming that means that door is special to some degree. Is it locked? Is it currently jiggly locked?
I'll try to open it. Is it locked?
It is locked.
Perhaps
it's locked. We're in.
Perhaps it requires a combination from the remaining rooms for us to proceed through that door. Or...
Oh, well, I'd imagine it requires some sort of combination, but...
Well, let's see.
Let's not forget that there's also 2... I think there's an entire floor of these rooms above us and below us.
I'm gonna sit in front of this door and wait for someone to come out, and when they do, I'm gonna tackle them.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I'm just dropping. I have the map turned off on the stream real quick because I'm aerial view dropping stuff. I should have just had all this already down. But
well, I'll tell you what. Would it be such a bad idea just to turn all the little Orbeez on real quick and just see what the fuck happens from there? Like, would it be that big of a deal? I mean, nothing really happened when we did one.
Sure.
I imagine it's some sort of combination, but... Because we have... On this door, we have 2 symbols that are very similar, and then the rest of them are different, but if we can't decipher the codex, then we're basically in the dark.
All right. So, I'm not entirely sure about the remainder rooms, but I did see at least one matching symbol in here.
Okay.
In the bottom.
All the doors should be opened on this floor. Yeah, okay.
In the bottom left area, there is a part of the cipher I can see that does match with the upside down L.
Does it match with the same position?
And not in terms of position, but its letter exists. Because I've noticed that none of the other codes seem to have that specific
there's 6 rooms on this door, and each of them in a specific position. Maybe if we find and activate the runes that are in the same position as this door, that will open it.
Possibly, but I don't see any other in this room, at least, that has anything that matches that.
But we can go up and down to different floors.
We can go up and down, but it'd be quite odd if this entire floor had nothing to use to activate. If this entire floor was meant to be red.
For some reason, these things, there are different lengths, which is, I feel, maybe it's significant.
Can barely hear you, Connor.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're a little quiet.
Also, it seems, I mean, this top left room has a very short word, and then the 2 middle rooms are much longer. I'm not sure if that has any significance.
DM, what is this door made out of?
It seems to be a very heavily fortified metal.
My detect magic is still on. Is the door magically locked, or is it just...
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm just going to give this just a quick try, because this is something I do know I can do. I'm going to cast Knock on the door.
Ooh. Okay. All right, so magically a loud knock noise echoes off of the door, and kind of the sound trickles through all of these chambers that you guys find yourselves in. And after you wait, it doesn't seem like anything has happened, and the door didn't actually open.
Well, try jiggling the handle, Kurtz. It just suppresses the magic that might be behind it.
Yeah, I'll try to fucking open the door.
Okay, as you reach out, the door does not open.
I pull out my magical hand axe, and I look to the rest of the party like,
Sure, go nuts.
yeah, I'll go fucking nuts.
Okay, so as your blade comes into contact with the door, it doesn't seem like it's actually taking any structural damage.
I don't think it's gonna work, guys.
I'm going to turn off the middle orb in the middle room.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and go up to the ceiling floor and start exploring over there.
Okay. Is anybody else wishing to go to a different floor?
And you said that there's actually, that's where
Are you
Urgra's
going
going?
up from the
doors in the
I'll go
fucking
from the
ceiling?
room.
How's this? How about one of you goes with Urgra, one of you goes below, I stay here, and I'll telepathically communicate if anything changes with the door.
Sure. So just for shits and giggles here, so there's holes in the ceiling and there's holes in the floor. That's how you get from one floor to the other. There's not stairs.
Right.
Yes. I'll go ahead and go with Finley so I can hoist him up a bit. At least that way we can try and move around. Urgra, you seem to be able to go to the ceiling without any trouble with your boots.
Mm-hmm.
So Finley and I will go down.
Okay.
While you go up.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are in the center room.
Yeah, and I'll just keep an eye on the door and see if anything changes with what they do.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
So as you guys go down, you can see that there's no doorway going down further. The blue square shows that you can go up. And then for Urgra, it's the opposite. There's no further upward. There's only
get in the basement. That's right. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
They went down, you went up.
I'm with you.
Kurtz, the rooms that had the square, dot square, you know those ones?
Sure.
At the very end?
Sure.
The 3, okay. Did any of them have a greater than symbol before them, preceding the 3 squares?
Is that the alligator eating to the left or to the right?
It's the open is to the left.
Open to the left is the first or the second room to the north.
Right. Is there a C, an upside down L, and a C to the left of that?
I love how he's being brutally honest, or he's just role playing really well.
There's not an upside down C with a dot in either of those.
No, it's just a C, an upside down L, and a C, or a backwards 7. So C, backwards 7, C.
No.
And none of the rooms have C, backwards 7, C.
Jesus, that's a lot of rooms to look through. Hold on.
Set the wrong guy, Ren.
Yeah, it's like.
And when we went,
just so you know, I am this close to casting a 9th level spell.
I actually can't move my token. Oh, there we go. All right, I was underneath.
When we went downstairs, what grid were we in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6?
I don't actually see any
7,
of
8, 9,
the
actually.
codexes that do C backward 7C. And maybe I'm wrong, Sean, but like I don't see anything that matches. Is that correct?
Let me see on yours.
Like after the greater than C backward 7C. Like
what he's asking you to look for, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't see.
All right.
That's what I thought.
Let's explore all these rooms.
Yeah, at this point, actually, Urgra's going to pop her head down. Hey, can I borrow Finley?
Finley.
All right.
We're going to hoist you up a bit. Here we go.
I assume, Rin, you're wanting all these doors to be open. I'll just.
Yeah, we'll open everything to see what we can read.
All right, I gotta go back. I gotta go back upstairs.
Hoist to Finley.
Okay, give me a quick second. Sorry, you guys are all wanting to do different things.
No, you're good.
Finley, can you move over a platform so I can grab you? All right, it dropped right there.
Whee! Woohoo!
And Finley, Sean, you can go ahead and open up the rooms, and while you're doing that,
yeah,
Finley, and this is me actually talking, not just telepathic.
God damn it! There we go.
I need your help.
Okay, all right.
So, I'm not very good with seeing things up close.
Are you far
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And these, letters and stuff, they're really hard.
Oh, all right.
If you could, just do the communication for our end, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's what we're all on a team, right? We're all on the same team here. Sure. Let's do it.
Thank you.
In the meantime, Sean.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be trying to open this door with brute force.
Okay. You're going to.
I know it's probably.
Yeah, it's going to be frivolous.
Futile,
But yeah.
but,
It's giving Kurt something to do. Productive. Yeah.
All right. So as I go through these rooms with Urgra real quick, hey everyone, just telepathically speaking here, I am seeing a couple of these rooms with the alligator, circle, I mean square dot thing, the last 4 digits, The first couple are all different, but I mean, at least the last 4 have that same little thingy going there. I mean, should we try at least fucking around with this and activating that one at least, just to give it a gander here, or give it a try?
And again, it's in the center, the major center and the center bottom rooms that share the same last 4 digits, just like in the middle 4.
Right.
Seems like a very complex way to get into a base.
And there's one up here too, Urgra. Here, I'll show you. If you come up here into this top room, can you? I know you said you can't see it really close, but if you stand back a little bit, see that? There's the little alligator and the square and the square and the square dot right there. You see that?
The alligator square dot.
Yes, I have that too, Finley, in the first room that I'm in here. I can see that.
Yeah, Urgra and I got 3 of them up here.
I've got 1, 2.
I'm just gonna zoom out for the viewing.
I see at least 2 rooms with that.
All right, if
2 rooms that have.
Imagine, if you will, just for shits and giggles, if you were looking at this place like you were in the air looking down, just for the sake of it, right? Almost like you were seeing an aerial map, right? In these rooms, if you went, right across the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right?
Yes.
On the 3rd floor, those last 4 symbols are in 3, 5, and 8. Yeah, 3, 5, and 8. 3, 5, 8.
Kurtz, are they just in numbers 5 and 8 for you?
Are they, DM?
Yes.
I honestly like have no idea what's going on.
Yes.
It's like greedy chess.
Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 5 and 8 it has the ones you guys are looking for.
Sean, if you could actually have us all share sight, that'd make things a lot easier, so we can see all of them different floors at once.
Well, now that you guys have explored, I can actually just take dynamic lighting off.
Ah.
And Rin, what do you have going down on your floor there?
I have things that have 11.
Did that work for you guys?
That works.
Thank
yes.
you so much.
You're welcome.
The basement has how many different rooms to it?
The same. We all have the same number of rooms, 9.
You should be able to see all of it now, Kyle. You guys would relay information, walk around. I have to go to the bathroom. You guys go ahead and puzzle.
All right, so it looks like on the 3rd floor, it's 3, 5, and 8. On the 2nd floor,
wait, 3, 5, and 8.
It's 5 and 8.
Start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. And then on the bottom floor, it's 5 and 8 again.
Each one does start out with 3. We have a minimum of 3, and then you have a second set of 3 in yours, but then I don't have a second set of 3 in mine.
Well, it's interesting how the 3rd floor has. I'm only going off of those symbols that you gave before with this and a square and a square and a square with a dot, right?
Yeah.
And then if you're looking at an old school phone or just any phone, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right?
Yeah.
So on the 3rd floor, it's 3, 5, and 8. And on the 2nd floor, it's just 5 and 8. And in the basement, it's 5 and 8 again.
Yes.
And we're just going off of those last 4 symbols. We're not even talking about the fucking first ones that are like in front of that shit. Because they're all fucking different.
Hey, Kurtz, are you still in that room with the door we're trying to get through?
As I continually try to kick in the door. Yeah!
No need to shout, Kurtz. We're telepathically linked.
He yelled telepathically.
I'm going to individually activate and deactivate every single orb on the 3rd floor.
Oh, Jesus.
Tell me if you please, and just systematically on, off.
Yeah, can we just kind of fast track that? DM?
Let's just try. Listen. We were working as a team here. Damn it! Listen.
No, like just activating everything.
Let's just try activating this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one.
She just snuck in and tortured Kane.
Okay.
He wants us to trigger the ones that have 3 squares at the back with a tiny dot in the last square and a greater than symbol in front of them.
Right.
Y'all do you?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So as you are turning those on one by one, whatever order, nothing seems to happen. And then when all of those specific ones you said, nothing seems to have happened. The door is still locked.
The other thing I can think of, we can try to do odds and evens. I know the final one in the top one was an even set of 6. Maybe if we only trigger the ones that are 6, or if we only trigger the ones that are even, maybe.
You need the even number of symbols.
Yes, but we can try the ones that are just 6. Do you have any that are just 6?
Not on this floor, no.
Kurtz, you have one that's 6. You have 2 that are 6, actually, I can see.
I can't trigger them.
You can touch the orb.
I will come down.
I have touched the orb and it didn't trigger it.
No, you can activate it.
Oh, okay. I just have to say like I'm activating. Okay.
Right.
I'll go activate that one that they want me to activate then.
So you're wanting to activate all the 6-digit codes?
Yeah, so it'd be like that's a 6-digit.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, so there is no effect from that.
All right, let's try all the evens.
Hold on. Chaos has 5 letters in it.
Yeah.
Are there any with just 5?
At this fucking point.
Yes, I see. There's one with 5.
There's no dumb guess in it. This is a very, very hard thing. Like,
Oh, thank you, DM. We appreciate it. And I'm sure all our viewers love to see this.
All right. So we try the odds and evens, and it doesn't work, I assume.
Yes, that is not the correct sequence.
Chaos.
At
There's
this point,
5.
Urgra is going to just go through the top 4 and just turn them on and off one at a time and see if Kurt sees anything with the door.
Oh, gotcha. Nope.
Okay.
All right, let's just do just for the quick one. Let's turn them all on. See if it has anything.
Nope.
All right. No, nothing. All right.
Yeah, let's just...
Gertz is just mad at this, banging on the fucking door like, let me in!
Urgra is going to do the same thing with the original floor, the second floor that we were on. Just
Okay.
one off and on, one by one.
Yep, nope.
Okay, hold on. What do we know about the Cult of Chaos? They have those feather cloaks.
Uh-huh.
Cane. What else did you get from that journal? Bryn.
Well, I know that it was its location's here. Can I use any of my previous understanding of the book, like reading the book, learning the book, and knowing where the location was? Do I have some discernibility to what these letters might refer to?
None.
Uh-huh.
Finley, do you know what these letters refer to?
Trying to get it where all of it's on the map the viewers see, but I just can't.
Zoom out.
Not really
I'm
here.
about to go get fucking Caldivar and about 20 fucking paladins to tear this place apart.
Okay. Does anything happen when I do the same thing on the bottom floor? Just one at a time, turn them on and off.
No.
I was hoping one of the rooms would light up or something on the main door.
All right, just for shits and giggles, because this is getting to the point where I'm just like, all right, this is getting irritating. I'm going to move towards the main room again, where Kurtz was at the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still wailing on it.
I was going to say, Kurtz, stand back for a second, please.
All right.
And I'm going to focus very hard, and I'm going to cast True Polymorph on the door.
Ooh, okay.
Can you, if that doesn't work, can you disintegrate the door?
I'll try that next, but this is the one that's like, if we're going to go big, going to go home. So, big one. I'm going to turn it into a puppy.
Okay.
I will slaughter that puppy if this works.
Give me a flat D20 roll.
Okay. Hope for my nat 20s, everyone. Ooh, nat 1. There you go.
All right. It is going to reflect off the door and give me or flip a coin or roll a 1d2. One for Rin,
Oh
2
my
for Kurtz.
God.
One for Rin, 2 for Kurtz.
My
All right,
Lord
and roll
in
the
heaven.
1. So I get to me.
All right. So Rin, you are true polymorph. What were you trying to true polymorph the door into?
Like a corgi, a little
A
puppy.
puppy.
Okay, so yeah, you it reflects off the door and turns you to a little tiny pooch.
Yeah.
Guys!
I break concentration and revert back.
Okay.
What happened? What's going on down there?
Well, I
panicked for a second.
I tried to turn it into a creature, an animal, just so we could get by. Do you mind giving it a try? Using yours? I know you can do this as well.
Fair enough. I'm gonna come downstairs.
I'll put you all in that room.
And
Hold the thing. Hold on.
Okay.
My greatsword is magical.
Finley, where are you? Are you on the middle layer?
I'm gonna come down
I don't
to
see
the
your
door,
token.
and I have a pretty high investigation. Can I investigate this nonsense and see if I can learn anything from investigating this a little clearer?
Sure.
The thing over the main door.
If you had turned me into a puppy, I would have been pissed.
A very pissed
I would have nipped your ankles until they were raw.
A death puppy.
I keep trying to hit this, but it's dead.
Finley, could you try true polymorphing if you can't discern the runes?
Well, yeah, I just want to, while we're fucking sitting around here and Urgra's going around touching all the buttons and we're all trying to polymorph puppies and stuff, can I just sit down for a moment, smoke my fucking pipe, and just look at these symbols and really try to
the regular
focus?
stuff or the spice?
What?
The regular tobacco or the spicy tobacco?
No, just the regular one. Just because if something bad happens, this is the worst place to have something bad happen.
Yeah, it's the worst place to be high. I will assist, however.
So what are you?
Sit down next to him.
What skill are you trying to use, and what are you exactly trying to figure out?
I just want to investigate it, just to see if I sit here long enough and just figure out oh, this backward 7. I've seen that a couple times on some of the things, or
okay.
I don't know. It's just to see if anything jumps out at me at all. That's all. Because I've seen the Lilash Kane book before, but I can't read it.
Yeah. We should just kidnap Kane.
So give me a roll.
Would he have advantage since I'm assisting?
My investigation's pretty good. I mean, it's either investigation or we really don't have like a decipher skill.
No, I'll go ahead and grant it to you because there's 4 of you all working at the same. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I have a fucking high investigation.
Hey, take that fucking advantage.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Hey!
Woo! All right. So, they're level 20, by the
Damn.
way. If anybody's watching this, they don't know that. That's why their numbers are so high.
20 to your fucking investigation?
That's why I want to look at it. I just want to sit here and fucking stare at it for a little
Holy
bit.
Shit, man.
Your athletics, he rolled really high on his mod roll.
I don't even have the high in athletics.
So
I'm stronger than a giant, for fuck's sake.
So after investigating, you notice that the cipher on this door, the locked one that you're trying to get through, the configuration of how the symbols look seems to be completely unlike all the other ones that are on the other doors. It looks maybe kind of similar, but it's possibly a different language, a different way of the cipher, a different...
The only one that looks similar is the backwards, not the backwards, the regular 7. No one else has a police baton or a police baton with a stick or a Olympic from Egypt or...
As I know, Kyle is literally having bomb flashback moments.
Yeah.
Alright, here's what I'm going to try and do. My greatsword is magical. Therefore, it is effective against magical things. I would like to wedge it in between the gap in the door and try and cut the lock with brute strength.
Oh,
okay.
no.
Go right ahead, Kurtz.
Does anyone have a better idea right now?
Well, Finley can try polymorphing the door, but...
Yeah, go do that first. Because I don't want to break my greatsword.
Didn't you just try to puppy yourself or some shit?
Well, I had a very bad aim on the door. I wasn't expecting it to...
He can't aim, Finley. You've seen him in combat.
That's fair.
Just lay off, alright?
Dilly. Thanks for the host, Jackie.
Hey!
Yes, host our humiliation.
Host us,
The world must see our struggles.
just Finley, do it.
We're resorting to the fighter, using his sword as a crow. I have a crowbar.
5, 6.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Damn it, there only was for that room. On the basement floor, I noticed that each of the rooms have a different number of symbols. One has 11, and then they go down from there. It goes 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. It doesn't have the same pattern on the top room, though. You have 2 or 3 doors.
Yes.
Well, yeah, let's just keep you guys here so everybody's on the screen, but you guys can all see just theater of the mind if you go to another room.
Oh, yeah.
That way we can keep you guys all...
If anyone in the chat has some tips, that'd be neat. If any of you are like some government code breakers or anything like that, that'd be awesome.
If you were just talking, Connor, you were muted.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just saying that this first language, the one with, in most of the rooms, just like the Wingdings font. And the other one looks a little more like Norse or Furthark. But I don't see how that would help me.
Finley, polymorph the door.
Oh, just quick question. Rin's just gonna touch this one here, just this one.
Okay.
Does it do anything?
No.
Damn. It's the closest one I could think that symbolizes with the 6. In terms of, like, relation. But...
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because it's got 2 O's in the middle, one with a dot, same in the middle of the 6. You've got a line with a bar with a tiny slash. The backwards things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see the correlation. That's pretty smart. But yeah, no.
Finley, do the polymorph.
Hold on. Just bear with me here. One moment. I'm trying to do some shit. Hold on. Just think of some other things while I'm writing down numbers.
Rin, can you sort of like buff me up in any way?
I can make you faster.
Can you make me stronger?
No.
All right then.
I could turn you into a beast that has massive strength.
Would I be able to wield a sword?
I mean, if it has opposable thumbs.
I want to be a 20-foot koala bear.
I think about it, I don't think that anything you can think of in this world.
Giant ape.
I'm stronger than a giant ape.
A giant itself.
I'm stronger than a giant. Most giants. I point at the belt.
You know of any creature that's stronger than you?
No.
Me and my
yet
prime.
You asked the question.
All right.
I can also try to cast Etherealness on all of us to make us pass through.
But it's magic. We don't know if that will work.
Well, Etherealness has no impediment. It just goes through everything. Nothing magical can prevent me through unless it was like a wall of force. But if this was a wall of force, I could then disintegrate it. But, who knows?
All right. So what I want to do, Sean, I want to be like Qui-Gon fucking Jinn in the Phantom Menace and cut through this door with my greatsword.
Okay, I will just simplify for you guys. This door has plot armor. You must solve the puzzle.
Oh my god.
Just to save you guys time so you don't waste spell slots and you don't break your swords.
All right. Now,
so
DM.
You must solve the puzzle.
Now, DM. Of course, we are technically role-playing out our characters, and our characters are different compared to our normal persons. Like, Rin is incredibly smart because of his intelligence and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Can Rin, if he sits there and just kind of like tries to piece together any form, similar with Finley, trying to figure out a connection or any kind of clue that might be able to, help the players out of it, can Rin think of anything?
Right.
Hold on. I found something.
Okay.
This one.
What's this one? That one?
This one. And this one.
What's the third one?
This one.
Uh-huh.
This one.
Yeah.
And this one all match up.
Which one? You're saying they're exactly the same?
I do see what he's saying. Like, they all exist inside each other. Like, that one at the bottom matches the last three on this one.
I thought you meant I dropped
the
same.
The first 5 on this one matches the first 5 on this one. Or 6 or whatever, yeah.
Yes.
Do you want
activate
to 3? All right.
Okay, nothing happens.
I'm about to go get Caldivar, and we're about to fucking burn this down in holy fire.
Yeah, it's like you say there's plot protection, now we're going to go out and burn Kandori and go, here, how's that?
All right, quick question. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Connor. Go ahead.
Well, it's not like we had any specifically pressing business here. We found an old journal, and we stumbled upon this place. There are other things we could be doing with our time.
Yeah, you guys don't have to stay here, but I'm just telling you, like, you can't get through this door without solving it. If you can't solve it, you don't have to stay. It's fine.
But
how's this? All right. I'll tell this telepathically, so I'm not breaking my promise. Caldivar wants us to capture the Cult of Chaos and bring them to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was so adamant on us coming here. But if we come here with an entire force of temple guardsmen and Caldivar himself, does their magic stand a chance against the divine magic of the gods?
I wouldn't know. This place is giving me a headache.
But yeah, does Rin have any means to discern a hint?
No. So this is not me trying to make this impossible for you guys. There are just maybe things in the game you haven't got to make this easier.
Okay, that's it. I'm going... And we're going to get Eyelash.
Yeah. I'm going to rig up a trap in front of this door.
But you guys can take as many notes once you guys leave here. I'm going to take your character ribbon thing off of it. So if you guys want to you're familiarizing yourself with this, so if you come back, it'll be easier. If there's anything you want to write down as far as symbols and stuff like that, do that.
Can
now,
I use
because it
my
won't bring you
tinker
guys back.
tools to set up a tripwire right in front of this door, so the next person that steps out of it gets a bunch of like glass shards in their fucking eyes?
Yeah, actually, that's.
I will do that.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Out of spite.
Okay. And keep your eye out for people with glass shrapnel to the face in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea.
Yes. No. I suggest that we go and either somehow force Tavaria to let us know where Lilash is, and kidnap Lilash, bring her here, and have her to code everything.
Caldivar wants these people.
Then I'm sure Caldivar will help us convince Tavaria.
We don't need Tavaria. We can just assault this place.
I think we need to know the code to unlock it. If we ourselves, with the skills and majesty of magic that we have at our disposal, are unable to penetrate this barrier, I don't think brute force will do any good.
Rin, I might not be a fan of the gods, but I do not underestimate power.
And again, the goddesses have left this world, have they not?
Indeed, but I was still slammed against the door frame by one of their servants.
Yes, but I doubt that they'll be able to break free from this prison here.
Possibly.
Still, I would suggest that we get at least someone who can read these, because if they could read them, we'd be able to actually understand the connection.
I think Kane is our best bet.
I would say Lilash is the most logical. She's more than willing to probably help. And the fact that she is capable of reading and, borrowing a small amount of her time to come and do this. Well, actually, discern them now. Write them all down, if you didn't mind. Could you please, Finley, go into each room, make sure we have them written down appropriately. I'll also copy what I have up here so we can get this done fast.
Good fucking point, yeah.
We'll just copy what we have here and then bring it to her.
Okay.
Record the map, record
Just
the room.
shove them in both phrases. What does this mean?
and over the door, too. Real quick, just out of sheer, because
Did you write
why,
them down
whatever.
already, Kyle?
No.
Okay.
All the ones that only have 3 symbols, could I try that?
That does not work.
All right. All the ones that have this starting symbol with the greater than, the V, the square, the V, even though the last parts are all different, like that one, that one, that one, that one, that one.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Basically, anyone that has this starting signature to it.
Yeah, that does not work.
I have a feeling, Finley, all things must be activated in a proper sequence.
Hmm.
Here's
It's
the
not
thing.
just activating them all, it's activating them in order, perhaps. So, in the meantime, I have it written down, I have everything recorded. Let's take this to Lilash, have her decipher.
What we could also do in the meantime is simply send the temple guard here to guard the entrance and exit.
If you wish, sure. I'm certain. that
If
would-
anyone comes out, they can capture them and interrogate them themselves.
Sure, unless this is a something. Who knows?
Maybe you're right.
Let's go.
So,
Alright.
Finley, are you dimensioning dooring somewhere?
I was just gonna go through the fucking door.
I'm gonna go back to my fucking horse
Okay.
and be mad.
All right, let's just leave.
Okay. So you guys wrote down everything you need for in here?
Yeah.
I copy screened everything, so I'm good.
Okay.
All right, now we just need to get to Lilash. I would suggest that she's the one we could reach the easiest. Now she's currently being sent to work for the temple, correct? Some kind of penance as a devout worshipper of some sort?
I believe so.
All right, let's just go to, I suppose, the temple. They'll be able to direct us.
Okay. So you guys pack up and you leave that door. Are you going to close the door, wrap the vines around? Are you going to do anything to disguise it, or are you going to keep it, obviously?
I would like to leave it as it was when we first found it, to at least as close to that as possible, because Kurtz's plan is to at least tell Caldivar where it is so he can set up a sort of ambush for anyone that may be going in and out of there.
Okay. So you cut those vines down, but you could probably find more vines in the area
I
to
use plant
wrap.
growth in their back.
There you go, bam. You're so handy to have around. Okay. Were you guys wanting to do anything else with the site?
I don't think so.
Okay. So you guys
Burn
make
it.
your way to Candoria, and you are working your way towards the temple together. Is there any last-minute remarks you guys want to make before we end the session right here?
Fuck you, God.
Kurtz will just. Now you're getting it.
We're not. Oh, I didn't know what time it was. I thought we were gonna do the speech thingy, but okay. I guess
Yeah, we ran out of time.
No,
I got nothing.
We're all good? Okay, we'll end the session right there on your guys heading back to the temple. Good game, guys. Well played.
Fucking
So
puzzles.
we haven't done this for a while, so we'll open up
So much cockblock.
to the chat. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns for any of these players, about their characters, if you guys have anything about the game or anything else in life you guys want to talk about, we are here for you for a few minutes.
This is the first real defeat we've ever faced.
one of those things like in a video game where you need to get these certain items.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that feeling.
Are you guys feeling defeated at all, or is it
a little bit?
Yeah.
Honestly,
No, just more irritated as to like there was nothing.
So, what is the party thoughts on the puzzle you encounter? I mean,
Oh, what Spaz? Did you make it? I'm sure you did.
oh yeah, I bet he did. Fucking did.
No, that looks like someone would find.
Are we giving him too much intellectual credit? Is he not smart enough to do this?
To create an entire.
Damn, AJ.
No, that's what Connor said.
Actually, I came up with this one.
It's just, it makes sense because we're missing the codex. And we didn't try hard enough to get access to that or learn it before we went there. So it makes sense, honestly. It's like, hey,
Well,
here's
I tried.
yeah.
I when we first got the book, I took that book from Lilash and I recorded as much of the symbols as I could that she had and had it try to be directly correlated so I could reread it again and just kind of have a tiny key. And the tiny key, I guess, was enough to at least pinpoint the location, but anything that I've learned letter-wise is not associated to what's there.
I think it's like you learn, a couple words of a language if you're exposed to it, but you don't know the intricacies to
Why
the
you
language.
got some of it and not all of it is not that you learned some of the letters or some phrases. It's not all of it was written in the cipher. This was his personal journal.
Oh.
So the parts for like how you're able to find that was stuff that you pieced together with the stuff you could actually read. You don't know any of the cipher. Jackie's got a question. How many times did Finley accidentally send a telepathic pornographic image? Lol.
I mean, technically,
you mean
we had telepathic bonds.
like a D&D dick pic?
Send it to your mom by accident. I'm sorry.
Enough.
You know,
Enough times.
I didn't think about this, but technically, when Finley was meeting his daughter and the mama, technically the telepathic bond was active.
Yeah.
But I mean, don't you have to willingly communicate? It's not like we actively hear everything, all four of us hear at once. That'd be crazy.
Horrible. Yeah, I believe, like I said, it has to be this. It's like you have to.
What are Finley's thoughts on being a father?
That was certainly that was certainly a mind fuck on that one. I mean, that's why I asked how old the girl looked, because of some things that we had talked about in terms of timeline stuff. It fits the timeline.
Don't worry, Sean kills everything we love, so it's only a matter of
Exactly.
I'll kill all of my happiness.
You'll end up like Kurtz eventually.
That's interesting thoughts. That's an interesting thought.
Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, we'll stream for a couple more minutes. You guys can ask anything you want.
I have a question.
That was all Jamie. That was all Jamie's doing.
Yeah.
You can all blame Jamie.
Just to figure out how Kurtz reacts to the rest of the party. What is the party's sexual orientation for their characters.
We did this one already.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't think we. I don't remember that.
I don't think we
I
did.
know I didn't answer. If we
Yeah,
did.
you two didn't answer.
Actually, I think we did. Now I remember. AJ gave a specific an answer about finding more.
I said, yeah, you'll find that out.
Well, that's not a fucking answer.
The answer is you'll find out.
Yeah, that's not a fucking
DM, what's
answer.
behind the door we couldn't open?
How does one buy potions for the DM? So you can buy them for me or for the players or the inspiration points or the corruption modifiers with loyalty points. And on
You just scroll
Twitch-
your mouse.
Go ahead.
Would you like me to or you to, Sean?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, so you just scroll your cursor or your mouse across the viewer sort of screen where we're playing. There'll be a little HotA symbol in the bottom right-hand corner, right above the gear, the sort of clap box, and so on and so forth. You click on that, and it says Redeem Loyalty Point. You click on that, and it has all of our options in there. Ignore the corruption point thing. That's going to come up later on, but it has Ergra, Rin, Finley, and myself, and the DM. He's near the bottom to buy him inspiration points. So the DM is actually cheaper than the rest of us. That's neat, Sean. I never realized that.
Part of the plan.
Neato.
All right, I'm trying to show. Let's see. Let's make this smaller.
Oh, you're on your phone, so you can see. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's down right here. There's a little HotA button. So you click that. It brings up a menu. You go into redeem loyalty points, and then there's a list of stuff to.
Sean has a fuck ton of potions, I believe, because I bought him one.
I have. Let's see. Oh shit! Our faces went away. There we go. Let's see. I have one extra potion and one extra inspiration point.
I like how Ergra's screen has turned into Sean's desktop.
Yeah, I just switched it back. Streams.
Let's see, we got.
Yeah, one.
All right, here's what I think. Finley, buy. Rin.
You guys can't buy the points if you guys are watching.
No, he's doing sexual orientation.
Yeah,
Definitely not
Oh.
talking about that.
Orientation.
Oh, we're back on that one.
Finley, buy.
Oh, buy that kind of buy. Okay.
Yeah. Rin, pan. Kurt's heterosexual because it's me, and I know. Ergra, questioning.
Did
I
anyone?
think Rin Ace, maybe.
Did anyone get Finley a Father's Day gift?
No, they did not.
Technically,
20
they don't know
20
yet,
years worth.
And
Yeah, 20 years worth of it.
You got 20 years worth of child support to pay,
I
dude.
mean, you also have 20 birthdays you missed, so I think it could
Yeah.
be fairly, you know.
Do not have sex with your daughter.
Whoa!
Well, now, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, it did.
You know what? If you hadn't have known that that was your daughter, you would have tried.
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We can't forget about Violet. I'm tied down at the moment.
If you hadn't have done Detect Thoughts, you would have tried.
I'm tied down at the moment.
You know, you can always score even if there's a goalie.
I'm in a relationship, trying to be noble, ish. Ish.
All right, guys. Well, let's do the wrap up. Thank you so much for watching our show. This was season 1, episode 14. We're going to be uploading this to our YouTube. If you guys have any episodes that you missed, or you want to go back and watch some of the old stuff from session 0, check out our YouTube channel.
Don't.
You can give us a follow. That'll really help out the channel. Subscribe if you can. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you guys get notified when we go live. This campaign plays every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We also have another campaign. Go ahead, AJ.
And yes, we have the other campaign on Sundays, again, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. And we have me DMing in the lovely game of Ages Past. And we have Connor here as another player that has been in both ones, along with 3 other fantastic players as well. So come check us out, because of course, any time you spend there with us on Sunday, you accumulate HotA points and loyalty points that you can spend back here on Tuesday. So win-win for everyone.
Actually, Sean, I had a question about your points.
Yeah.
They can actually watch things through the Twitch, watch reruns. So would
Yeah.
they gain points by watching the reruns?
Yep.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. Just anytime you are actively watching, you're accruing currency. If you're active in the chat, it increases how much you get every minute. And then if you... Yes, yeah, so that's how you double it, is if you're active... Every time you're active in the chat, it's increasing how much you get. And then with the loyalty points, there's also treasure chests that come up on the screen. So if you're clicking those and opening them, you can also get double the amount of loyalty points that way by clicking those.
And don't forget our fantastic sponsors, Adventure Sense. We haven't plugged them in a long time.
No, it's been a long time.
So Adventure Sense is a fantastic company that adds another level of roleplay to your sessions. They have
I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, exactly. Dozens of scents on their website that will sort of add that other layer of immersion to your campaign. They have things such as Vampire Crypt, Deserted Town, Graveyard, Space Deck, and such as the rest of us have.
I got
coffee.
Yep.
Welcoming in, such as I, that smells like roast beef, apples, and cinnamon. Things like that. Go check them out. They are a fantastic company. We haven't plugged them enough. They are fantastic. Please go check them out.
Cool.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Later.